We are live. Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
I'm pinching myself. Are we live?
Nope.
Am
I'm
I
dead.
alive? I'm old today. I'm checking. Let me see if I got a pulse.
I'm just a really damn attractive ghost.
Yeah.
Yes.
No ghosts. We no ghost stories. We
No.
should be live here. I'm going to just check to make sure there's a playback. And
Yeah, I should probably.
And we got live comments.
Oh, we have live comments.
Yeah.
Oh, those are from John and Anthony.
Those are me. Those are me from earlier today. I don't see it on the Zamplebox page. Anybody see the live?
I got the notification that you just went live, so it's up.
It's up. All right. Yeah, I just want to make double sure.
Yeah, that's why I can monitor comments.
Okay. Why isn't it not coming up on the Zamplebox page though?
That's
because it's a massive fail.
Boom, boom, boom. I see it. We're there. Welcome everybody.
Is this your first day on the job, John?
Yeah, it feels like I was born today. So today's the first day.
Yeah, I know.
That's correct. You were born today, apparently.
I'm not sure exactly what time.
Not last night, but today.
I think it was a midnight baby, so I was born.
Yeah, I was too, middle of the night kind of thing.
Yeah, that's why
6:03 a.m. for me.
That's why we're awesome rockers. You know, we love music.
We were creatures of the night.
That's right, and we're Geminis.
No, you're a Gemini, bro, not me.
Oh, you don't fall into with your date.
I'm the crab, bro. I'm a Cancer.
So what you're saying is you have crabs.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Crabs are okay. You can treat crabs.
Yes,
crabs.
Yeah, some steam, some butter.
Yeah, you don't want the other stuff. The other stuff.
Yeah, I boil my crabs.
Yeah, as Eddie Murphy says, that other stuff sticks with you like luggage. So.
Wouldn't know.
How you guys doing? How you doing, Tom?
Doing pretty good, man.
Yeah,
had a pretty relaxing couple days off. Played some video games.
Nice.
Hey, that'd be Mr. Matthew Elliott.
How you doing, Matthew? Thank you, brother. Thank you. And how's Tim today?
Same as it ever was. I think there's a Talking Heads song in there somewhere. Same as it ever was. Yeah, no, I'm just doing my thing.
Yeah, we should have our guest who will join us when she gets ready to come on. Brian is running a little bit late. Well, he's going to always be late for the show because he's working and his time schedule when he gets off. So everybody knows that. But we're going to start our show today with a Zamplebox unboxing with Tom.
Yay!
Dun dun dun!
I don't know who picked that guy to do it, but what the hell?
We put your name in a hat and picked it.
Yeah, and here
not many of us to pick from. All right, so this month I went with the 6-bottle box just to mix it up a little bit. So it's going to be fairly short. Comes with all the standard stuff, your card and.
Hey, hold that card up with pride. Come on.
I did. See?
Oh, you flashed it there.
I thought he was acting very dismissive of the card.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I need the card to read to you guys what's going on.
Okay.
Well, really cool sticker.
There you go. Oh, where they switched them? Oh, nice.
Yeah. I did not get a vape rag though, so I have to talk to Anthony about that.
Yes. Oh, here he is. Anthony, where's the vape rag?
Anthony's in trouble. See, you're in the principal's office already.
Already? I just got here.
Exactly.
School. You made it through the door. He's already in the principal's office.
Yep.
I seem to recall hearing somebody say that there would be vape rags for a little while.
There is vape rags.
Not in mine.
You didn't get one.
What box did you just get? Which one is that?
June or Woodcott?
It'll probably be in your next one.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not that worried about it. I have one floating around somewhere.
He didn't act like that before you got on the call. Oh, I'm not that worried about it.
Where's all my vape rags?
His face turned red and he was kicking his desk. Anyway,
yeah, we're reflection this year when he's wiping those little green vape foods away.
Yeah, let's watch the playback later.
All right, calm down.
Watch the playback.
He opened his box and he was,
We need a rewind feature, John, where you could just roll it back.
Oh yeah.
All right, you ready for this or not?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right,
Go.
I got
I'm
brown
willing
sugar
to bet
vape juice.
You got 6 bottles. Hold on.
Yes,
You got 6
6 bottles.
bottles, and I'm willing to bet 5 of them are from California.
Damn it!
Ah,
That's all right. My
That's
beer is from Wisconsin. That's all I
yeah,
care about.
the wheat's from California.
No, I don't care.
All right, what do you got in your box?
All right. First one is custard, brown sugar vape juice.
Nice.
I've had it before. It's awesome.
The Asgard.
Trying to get my camera to focus. Look at me.
Gorilla custard strawberry. What are you doing, Tim?
My camera's out of focus. Look at me. I'm blurry as hell. What the hell?
Double click the
Just cross your eyes. You'll be fine.
Double click what?
You're using Logitech Cam? Are
Yeah.
you using the Logi software?
No.
Oh,
Well, I
okay.
have it, but I'm not running it.
Oh, okay.
This is just straight off the application. Anyway, just keep going, Tom.
You'll get it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Go ahead, Tom.
Okay.
Continue.
All right. One I'm excited to try is from Liquid Get Figgy. It's a fig pastry cookie. Nice, simple, clean label there. I like that.
I gotta get that.
Got some flan.
Flan.
Yes, been loving this one.
Yeah, that's good juice. I'm glad you guys got that. How about the little guy?
Yeah.
Batman. The Batman.
Rocket Punch Melon Milk Crusher. I got this last month. It was fantastic. And last but not least, Gorilla Fruits Wild Berry.
Wow. That's good. I've been ordering the shit out of Gorilla Fruit stuff on every box.
Same.
Yeah, the Gorilla stuff's good. I like that. I like the ice versions of stuff from them.
Yep.
Mm.
All their ice ones, I go through them like done.
And it came all in this lovely green box.
Where does that box come from?
I have no idea. It just shows up.
Internet.
Yeah.
Internet. It comes from very hot Phoenix, Arizona, right?
Yeah. Shipping straight out of Arizona.
Yeah.
One of the safest places for vape.
Yeah, pretty much left.
Pretty much Arizona, Nevada are like number 1 and 2 right now.
Yeah.
I don't know where else. Yeah. Probably a few
Hopefully-
other places in the Midwest, I'd imagine, though.
Mindy should be coming
Wisconsin
on
here, we really don't care about it. We're like, whatever. Do whatever. You're good.
Gave her the link. I'm stuck at work. I told her to join when she's ready. All right, good. She'll jump on there. Any Zamplebox news for us, Anthony? You got anything?
Yeah, I got some news, but it's kind of a teaser.
Uh-oh. I need a teaser sound. What would be a teaser sound effect?
Oh, look at that little fancy device.
Oh, look at that.
What is that?
What is it?
I like it.
Is that a new Zamplebox creation?
It's just something, it's been in the works. We've been dabbling on,
Everybody's
I've been guinea
screenshot that.
pigging out over here and forced to vape high strength of nicotine unlimitedly.
Yeah.
Sounds brutal.
Everybody,
It's pretty torturous,
You should have a
everybody
beer.
go to the playback and what is that?
It's my beer.
Oh, it's your beer.
Yeah.
Mm. Is that a local beer for you?
Brewed in Green Bay, so yeah, probably.
Green Bay beer. That just doesn't sound good.
I love trying different beers.
Tim, are you still trying to get
It's still messing up. I'm gonna come right back. Just
Yeah,
give
come-
just
no,
talk
I have
amongst
to come
yourselves.
log off and come back? There you go.
But yeah, so keep this is something we're a little bit out on, but keep
let's
your
do it.
eyes out. We might have
that
some.
It looks like the thickness of an 18650.
So we've been checking out a bunch of different styles, man. Trying
Yeah.
to find, what's that best coil life? What's that best draw?
Yeah.
How do you want full mouth to lung? Do you want somewhere in the middle? What's the good flavors? I mean, there's a lot out there.
Yeah.
Mindy.
Yeah.
Hey, how are
Anthony.
you? How's it
Good,
going,
how are you?
guys? Good.
When
Good.
can we expect that to be out, Anthony?
Soonish, maybe. I'm gonna
Come
give a
on.
hard soon, maybe.
I'll give you the it's a few moments later. It's when it'll be available.
One eternity later.
Yeah.
Way to be super vague there, Anthony.
Your
How
shirt
you doing,
almost
Mindy?
looks like mine with the NBH
It
on one
is
side.
because I busted out my neighborhood shirt.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Nice.
Oh man, that is old.
Yeah, dude. I have the hat too. I was trying to find it, but I couldn't find it wherever it was. It's one of my favorites. I get compliments on it all the time. People are like, "What? What does that say?"
yeah.
I'm like neighborhood, and they're like, "Oh, what is that?"
OG like gear was so cool. Like all the old neighborhood stuff, just so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, definitely that was, one of the first brands that really, took that to the next level and started doing some like really cool, like hip stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely some different type of branding and stuff like that with the little shoes over the wire and the little house for the sour house and stuff. Definitely some cool branding for everything.
It was very cool marketing and
Yeah.
clean marketing.
Yeah, great labels. The juice was fantastic. The couple that I tried,
I tried to
thanks to
Yeah.
Zamplebox.
Yeah, that's right.
That guy.
Yeah, I was trying to think of how long ago that has been that they were in there. It's been like a long time, long time.
3-4 years. 3-4 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
something
I think
like
it was 3. I think it was 3 from when I was
Yeah.
looking at it, talking to Mindy earlier.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's been a minute. It'd be awesome to have some sour house in there. Do that and see how it goes.
Yeah. Give me some of that sour apple, please.
I'd vape it.
Yeah, have you tried the lemon though? There is a
I
sour
haven't
house.
tried the lemon yet.
Oh yeah, the lemon is amazing.
We need an
It's
apple
amazing.
butter. That's what we need.
Apple butter?
Yes, we need an apple butter.
There
That's
was
what
one for a
That
while.
would be
Not
awesome.
from what was that? What was that?
Liquid State had the best apple butter I've ever had. But then
Yeah, they had one, but then there was another company that had one that Zamplebox carried for quite some time.
with the apples on it.
No, well, like all their flavors were some form of an apple, but one of them was an apple butter. I just can't. They don't have it anymore. I don't know if they just discontinued the line altogether, but I haven't seen it in a long time.
Well, talk to
Am I
the guy with the
lagging out
green
on your
screen.
guys' screen?
What's that?
Am I lagging out on your guys' screen?
Yeah, you are.
Sometimes you look like
A little bit.
you're asleep there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
My
zombieing
computer
out.
is having a meltdown here. I had way
I'm
too many tabs
surprised. I
open.
figured it would be right next to a mountain, and the internet never goes well here.
Yeah.
It never works well. So it's I don't know. The big guys are smiling down on me, and it's gonna work tonight.
Yeah, Tim, you got to close the 45 tabs you have open in Chrome right now.
No, I got 3.
Not
I
you.
had 3, and
I'm sorry.
one's just a blank tab.
Not you.
Yeah,
I'm
that was
sorry.
me with the 45 tabs, John.
Anthony,
It's
I
okay.
meant. Anthony needs to close like 45 of his tabs so he can work there.
They're
I-
closing, but they're so frozen. They just have a spinning pinwheel now. It's great.
It's not even moving anymore.
Yeah, you're freaking me out, man. You're freaking me out.
Hey, it was a company called Drizzle. That was the
Drizzle.
company that had an apple butter.
Yeah, that was a good apple butter. But the one Liquid State had was probably one of the best liquid apple butters I had.
Yeah, they had a bunch of good stuff.
Yeah, they did. They did have a lot of good flavors.
Yeah, and D2 had a bunch of them also. D Squared, they had a bunch of really good stuff. But a lot of these companies are just sort of like fading away.
Yeah, is the neighborhood line still available in places?
No.
No, because I see everybody.
We may bring it back like the next year or so, but yeah, it's been on hold for a minute now for the OG line.
Well,
got outshadowed by Mucho and Sour House.
Yeah, because it's probably a good idea to sit back and wait and see what happens here with PMTAs and see what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you had a great line.
Yeah,
the label was clean. Everything about your juice was clean, and it was good. It wasn't coil killers. It wasn't a coil killing juice.
That's my favorite part of it. I hate changing foils, and I don't have to worry about that with our stuff, which is awesome.
Hey, I'm not frozen anymore.
Yay!
There you go.
Hey!
You can't be on this app and be on Pornhub. Like, you can't do both, Anthony.
Busted.
I'm actually downloading the whole season of Tiger King right now. So
Why?
because I'm going to put it in a time capsule to watch in 50 years. Just remind me of this year. I think it sums up 2020 pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got sucked into that mess like the day it came out, like the night they put it on Netflix. I was like, oh, look, a tiger documentary.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I thought it was too.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I thought it was a tiger documentary. It was not. Definitely not.
It was not.
I got about 10
But
minutes
you walk
in.
away feeling so much better about your life. Like no matter what, you walk away feeling so much better about your life after watching that. You really do.
That's better than going to watch people at Walmart.
Yeah.
It really is.
If
It
you're
really
feeling
is.
bad.
Yeah, I got about 10 minutes into that, and I was like, what the hell am I watching? What is this? And I was like, this is
I actually was under the misconception that it was like not a documentary, but it was sort of a comedic sort of TV show until I actually turned it on, and then I got stuck. I went like all the way to season 7 in like a night or something like that.
That's
Went
what
all the way
happened.
through, yeah.
you
Suck
binged
you
it.
in.
Yeah, that is.
How did you even sleep after watching 7 hours of that? I'd be crawled up in a little ball, dude. Like, what the hell?
It definitely makes you wonder. Like, there's some weird ass people in the world. There really is. And that's
Yeah.
if you didn't know it before, after watching that, you're like, wow, there's some definitely strange people.
Well,
Yeah, I think that was the lure though, because it was such a train wreck that you couldn't not just wait to see what happened next.
Yeah, exactly. I'm still watching the news and the updates on what's going on with that shit show. Like, I just can't even turn away from it. It's horrible.
Yeah, they keep
Definitely sucked
throwing it in the news.
It was well edited. That's what I heard. It was edited well to keep you coming back for the next episode and the next episode. But it, like, for someone like me that didn't watch it, and then you see all the memes, you're just like totally confused. You're like, you see all these memes and you're reading them and you're like, what the hell was this show about?
John,
Well,
you
now
have
you're gonna
homework.
have to watch it.
You have to watch the entire season.
I'm gonna do my Judge Judy gif.
Yeah, maybe I'll sit down and watch the whole thing.
Do it.
So Mindy, we're gonna do our little thing here. So we like to, Zamplebox is about stories and how you got to, quitting smoking. So first off, were you a smoker? Or I'm sure you weren't a chewer. You weren't a chewer.
No, I started smoking. I guess I started smoking when I was 15, but I started smoking all the time when I turned 16. And then my aunt actually, she had a jewelry store, and they started carrying vape pens and stuff in her jewelry store in Kentucky. And she started talking about how it helped her quit smoking. And then my other aunt quit smoking, and my uncle, and it just went on and on and on. And finally I gave it a shot too. And that's how I ended up quitting smoking 8 years ago.
So they all quit smoking because of your aunt. That's awesome.
Yes.
Seeing that works out. That's pretty cool.
Right. Yeah. She converted a lot of us in the family.
Yeah, because I see a lot of like your aunt's was a jewelry store, so I'm not going to compare a jewelry store to a convenience store, but I remember walking into convenience stores and the guy was smoking and selling vape pens, like he didn't give a crap, but that's
right.
That's pretty cool.
Right. I got my first ego pin at a flea market is where I got it. And back then the e-liquid was so horrible. Oh, it was so horrible. Oh, there he's back again.
It's just doing a lot of
The
that.
computer had a full-on meltdown.
Yeah, you just had to probably reset. We could just call you Z-Bot. You could be the Z.
Oh, what the heck? My internet just can't handle this. Here, I wonder if it's just let me just go like this.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. That
Get you a really nice gaming PC, Anthony.
And that probably wasn't her intent. It was just having the pens into the store. There you go. It might be.
Yeah.
Well, I normally use my gaming PC, but today my laptop normally works fine when I'm just like trying to, have it not have to move everything around. But today it wasn't handling it.
Yeah. Well, Facebook has got all those stupid updates. I got a bunch of updates, and I had what had happened to me last podcast. It said I had to update the Chrome to the new Chrome beta. I go, I'm not going to be to use my cameras, and I was like, no, I'm not using Chrome beta. I'll call you back, okay? I'm doing something right now.
Put him on the line, John. Let's talk to him.
No.
Who was it?
That was my ex-brother-in-law.
We'll talk to him.
Is calling me for wish me happy birthday, which I just hung up on. So. Yeah, in the beginning, the juice we talked about, I was kind of in a small town and I had like no juice at all. So some of the first ones that I was vaping was from the guy Zigzag.
Zigzag.
Oh, wow.
Juice?
Zigzag juice, yeah. Anthony, you remember Zigzag? I don't know if you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Zigzag juice, and they came in like little 10 ml bottles, and I was paying like I think $20 for a 10 ml bottle of Zigzag juice, and that's all I had for a long time until Switch to Vapor opened up their shop, and I could start ordering juice, and then I ran into that problem where I was the old guy walking into the vape shop with the 18-year-olds all sitting there at the vape bar, not buying any juice, just sampling.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, it started, obviously, because with Blue and V2 and all that stuff, they had kind of the self-contained cardos, little screw-in gig-ramas. And then from there, that went into, I ended up buying like a bunch of sample stuff from like Halo. Remember them? I think they're still around.
Halo.
Yeah, I had the Halo kit. So that I was buying, and then people started turning me on to a bunch of like independent juice makers, small companies that were kind of doing it in the back room kind of thing.
Yeah.
I never had a problem getting juice or finding it. It's just was the progression going from self-contained cartomizers to actual liquid refill cardos with.
Yeah, I went through the blues like they were like it was water. It's like before I knew it was already done. I was like, unscrew it. And for me, it was pretty much Walgreens. I don't know. A lot of the convenience stores here in Modesto didn't have the blue, so I had to go to either Walgreens or CVC to get them, the cartridges.
CVS?
Where is that at?
Yeah. I always get them mixed up. I don't know why.
The CDC.
See, he went to the CDC.
Yeah, I went to the CDC. Give me some fucking cartomizers. Now, shoot me out with nicotine. Oh, man. See, I was going to go into the other question with how the family accepted you vaping, but it sounds like everybody, it was a blessing for everybody in your family. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Everybody loves vaping in my family. They're completely supportive. So that's one thing, when everything happened in September of last year, like I was one of those people that was lucky that I didn't have my family coming after me trying to tell me it was bad for me and stuff. I didn't have that issue.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people's families were freaking out. Some of those media, people that believe everything that the media puts out, some people were freaking out saying, telling other people that it wasn't good for them anymore, But
yeah.
I was lucky I didn't have that issue.
Yeah,
So.
lucky you. Yeah, I got a bunch of phone calls. You need to stop right now. Stop. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah. A lot of people did.
Anybody got the other? We have a bunch of questions. One of you two fools can ask a question.
I'm just wondering about the dogs.
Oh, the dog.
I'm sidetracked today.
Oh, yes. The dog's running behind me. Yeah, I have a pit bull boxer and a white German shepherd.
Nice.
So they guard my property for me, but they're impatiently waiting for me to take them for a walk is what they're doing right now. So they're just gonna keep staying behind me, walking around, and yeah, pretty much.
Oh, Anthony, you got some questions? I'm looking up our list of questions I forgot.
Yeah, Mindy, what have you been up to since I last talked to you, dude? So if you guys don't know, me and Mindy worked together for what, like 3 or 4 years at my shop?
Yeah, a while. Yeah. It was interesting because the other day my daughter flew in from Seattle, and I was sitting there wondering. I was like, I knew the shop closed down, and I'm like, I wonder what happened to him. And then you magically just called it in. I'm like, oh, there he is.
Yeah, like I saw John's post, and I was like, what? Mindy's going to be on from Neighborhood. And so I called her today, and then, reached out to John, but that was just too funny. I mean, what a small vape world that we live in.
Yes, it is. It seems to be getting like infinitely smaller too as the time goes by.
It's getting smaller by the month.
It does.
We got cities dropping like crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, we'll ask you the advocacy question. I'm assuming you belong to an advocacy group.
Yes. Yes, I'm involved in all that. I did the Louisville rally, then I flew back to California from Kentucky, flew back to DC, did that rally. I've done numerous testified at numerous hearings, and just emails, calls, all that, just trying to stay ahead of everything. And here in California, it doesn't look like no matter what we do that we're going to be able to save ourselves. So, but we'll see how things go. I think it's the 9th, Tuesday the 9th.
Yeah.
So is the next
hearing. That's the second vote, I think, before it goes. Well, it's got to go 2 more votes, I think, right? Before it gets to the governor's desk. Yeah.
When does your guys' session start down in California? Is it January?
I'm not sure.
Like I know it might be normally like January to March in a short session. I think it goes to April in a long session. But like if they're normally here, if they're working in June, it's like, what are you guys still doing here? You should be done.
Yeah. It's been interesting because they wait to bring this back up and go after it again, like right in the middle of when we're dealing with this pandemic and everything else. Of course, we get to call in to give our opinions, but then they end up, the people that are for the bill, they get all the time in the world. The people that are against it get cut off, and just that's it.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, 2 minutes is up. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
That guy just went for 5 minutes.
We didn't even get those 2 minutes this time because of the corona thing, and that passed 8-1. So.
That wasn't a public hearing for that vote, was it?
Nope. No, because it was right at the beginning. It was right at the beginning of the COVID stuff. So no one could even come in to do or fight it or say anything about it.
That's so convenient, isn't it?
Yeah, they pulled the call.
It really is.
And then mostly the people that got through were the hookah people.
Yep.
They were the ones who ended up getting through versus anybody from e-liquid manufacturing or shops.
Yeah, and that's huge for California. I mean, if all the vape companies in California had to pick up and move shop, I mean, that's tons of revenue loss for them.
Yeah, that's just about everybody down south saying bye-bye. Everybody's going to go to Phoenix.
That would have to be at hundreds of millions of dollars worth of hit to the California economy.
They're weighing the revenue. The revenue that's coming in through the distros and the manufacturers is not going to come anywhere near what they're losing in revenue to the tobacco. So that's our battle. So no matter how much the industry increases 5, 6, 7, 10%, whatever, it's never going to surpass what revenue they're losing to tobacco sales in California. What they get? They got $9 billion last year. $9 billion. So, I mean, that's the true battle.
How much did your state spend on their
It wasn't
PMTA
even-
anti-tobacco stuff?
It wasn't even close to the 20% that the CDC required them to spend. It wasn't even nowhere near.
Yeah, I think Washington took less than 2% of the tax revenue and money from the MSA agreement and used it towards cessation programs.
Yeah, Nixon used it to fix up the.
Never where the money goes to. Never. I don't understand how they keep getting away with that because it's never where the money goes.
Nope.
Yep.
I think it's because nobody really challenges them on it. They're just like, oh, we have money for this project.
No,
Okay.
The problem is not just that no one knows about it. No, you can ask the average voter in California, what MSA is. They have no fucking clue. They have absolutely no clue what it is. And then you say, well, it's a tobacco tax. Yeah. But when you tell them the state is getting $9 billion because of tobacco sales, they're just, oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
They don't look at it as, well, okay, let's help John quit smoking. Let's help Bob quit smoking.
Yeah.
There's nothing. It's $9 billion coming in.
Well, I mean, even if they're not helping people quit smoking, I mean, they should be at least attempting to stop people from starting,
Right.
Like, at least they should be having all sorts of better programs for kids other than, hey, don't do this program,
Yeah.
But if they run one commercial a month at like 2:30 in the morning on one of the major networks during one of those those shows that come on at late
the
at night.
infomercials.
Yeah, right during an infomercial. That's at 2:30 in the morning.
I highly doubt. I mean, even if that was a half-assed effort at doing anything, I highly doubt it would deter anybody. I mean,
it would.
You can go to the UK or Australia. Maybe they've started it here in some places, but you go to buy a pack of cigarettes in one of those countries. Not only have they hiked it up to where like you're paying like
$40 a pack.
Yeah, like $25 a pack, even though you get 40s, not 20s.
Yeah.
But they'll put like a picture of a blackened lung or an aborted baby on the pack of cigarettes and say like, this is what could happen if you smoke cigarettes, and people are like, well, I need to smoke, you know what I mean? So I think a lot of the politicians just discount it, but you're right. It's the general public that doesn't really pay much attention to it because they either presume if they know about it, the money's going to where it's supposed to go, or B, they just don't concern themselves with it. They don't even think twice about it. I was going to bring up the point about, not that it's really relative, but there is some parallels here. Everybody remember a handful of years back when everyone did the ALS ice bucket challenge? Remember that?
Yeah.
All right. So, and as ironic as that whole thing seemed, that we were all making silly videos to effectively get out of giving money to ALS, right?
Yeah.
Because that was the whole challenge. It was like, if you don't do it, you got to give $100, right? But on the back end, a lot of us, even though we did that, we went and still donated. Well, what I didn't know, and what I realized after the fact is that people just naturally take for granted the fact that those donations that ALS takes in, or any of these nonprofit organizations, although the government really isn't a nonprofit organization, is that people just assume the money is going towards a cure or towards the research to defeat it or combat it. And when in fact, they can delegate where that money goes however they see fit based on the donations that come in. So your $10, $15, $20, $100 might go to be paying a six-figure CEO salary for that nonprofit organization, and you sort of, take it for granted that it was going to. So, but what I was told, and I don't know if you can do this with the government necessarily, but with nonprofit organizations, like when you make those donations, you can specifically tell them where to designate it. So you can have control over where the money does go in the end if you speak up. But again, people are just, they just kind of blind faith or what have you. So it doesn't shock me that people have no idea that money coming in doesn't really go to.
That was the union that started that, because the union was tired of their money going. Everyone was donating. Well, not donating. You pay to be in the union, but they were using that money to support politicians that a lot of the union members didn't support.
Right.
And I think they're the ones that started that, where it's like, hey, you know what? We should be able to decide where our money goes, what elected official, where it goes here or there. Because that was a big issue with the unions back, I don't know, like 10 years ago, I think it was. A lot of the union guys are like, well, I don't want to we're not representing that guy. I'm not giving him my money.
Right.
Yeah, I was trying to look up that break because that's. I was trying to look up California's breakdown, but for some reason, Truth is taking over that search now. When you type in MSA, yeah. Did you notice that?
No way.
Oh, there's a lot of things that if you look up, they pop right up right at the top.
Truth takes over the whole thing. So it's just like I have to scroll like way down to the bottom to get to the actual information.
Yeah, and that's another thing is, you type in the information into Google or whatever search engine you use, and stuff like Truth and all that pop up first. So you have to. Yeah. People don't want to sift through pages of sites to possibly find what they're looking for.
And then tobacco. What is it? Tobacco. Oh, Tobacco Free California is at the top. 50 years of lies. Big Tobacco's lying for years. Well, yeah, you're helping them.
Yeah, you're funded by them. Wait, what?
Yeah, you're funded by them. Yeah. You don't want to lose your job. States will collect $27.5 billion from MSA and taxes in the fiscal year of 2018. So they used to have that nice breakdown. Now I'm having a hard time finding it. I know that was a government site too that used to take you to the breakdown of each state, and it used to show you what the CDC required each state, and I think it's 20%. I think it's 20% of whatever they're taking in is supposed to go to harm reduction. But we did a search, and I remember what we were talking about it before. There was it was in Massachusetts, 0 for the last 3 years. They haven't contributed a penny to it. And I mean, they don't. Well, I shouldn't say they don't get big money. I think I think it was like over $1 billion in that state alone. Yeah, I don't know. I can't find it anymore. Master Settlement Agreement map. There we go. Maybe that's it. No, that takes me to actual tobacco settlement payments received by. There it is.
Yeah, speaking of, regulations coming up, how are you guys feeling with PMTAs being pushed back, Mindy?
Yeah, good. A little bit more time to get through it. So, right. But yeah, we're planning on going full steam through it and getting it done. So,
because you guys have 4 flavors in the lineup, correct?
We have 6 in Mucho, 4 in Sour House, 4 in Sour House Iced, and then 4 in Fresca.
Oh, okay. That I was thinking the neighborhood line, but
yeah, depending on whether or not we proceed with that one to start with or not, it just kind of is up in the air right now. So we've already got the lab lined up to do the testing and all that kind of stuff. So it just kind of depends on where things are at once that's done. So it's not like they can't be. Yeah.
Who came up with that logo?
The neighborhood?
Yeah. That's creative. I like it.
I think it was one of the owners who thought of it. So
he was standing outside and he saw some sneakers hanging on a line. It's a great logo.
Like I grew up in Ohio. I've seen the same thing. I know.
It is, because it's like, where do you see that? You see that in the neighborhood. I mean, you don't see that.
Orange County. Apparently, it must be common in Orange County.
Orange County. Well, I grew up in South Philadelphia. There was always sneakers hanging on the line.
Yeah, I grew up in Ohio, and that was something you saw a lot too.
When you were done with those shoes and you got your new pair, you laced them up nice and tight, and you spend about 15, 20 minutes trying to get it up there. I can't tell you how many times I got hit in the head with my own shoes trying to get them up there.
Well, if you wouldn't throw like a girl,
it didn't matter. You'd have 3 or 4 of us trying to do it. We're all standing under the friggin' wire. We're all throwing it up and then scattering because it's, they're all flying back down at you. So Oh man,
What do you get for your birthday dinner tonight, John?
I got a steak and potatoes, and that's it. I didn't do
Classic.
anything. Yeah,
Can't go wrong with that.
You make that sound horrible. Like that.
No,
Yeah,
sucks.
really?
It was.
Steak
You sound
and-
as disappointed in that
that's
as me
it.
as not getting a vape rag.
It's just I like being around people, man. It's just and it's just nobody here. The kids are out doing.
You wanted Red Robin to sing you happy birthday with the clapping?
Yeah, I wanted them to come out,
Happy birthday.
clapping and singing happy birthday and get that free cake and that really bad cake with one candle in it. I mean, come on.
A scoop of ice cream.
Yeah, a scoop of really bad ice cream. No, I'm gonna go do something. Maybe things are starting to reopen here in Modesto, so it's slowly but surely, a couple places will open up. And I'm just, for me, like our hiking group is just about had it. Everybody's just about done. They're like, we're going to be ready to go back on the trails. We don't care anymore. It's just like we'll stay apart. And just hike, And the problem is all the parking lots are closed, so we have to, you have to park on the side of a very small road, a country road. So it's been horrible.
Yeah.
And then this is a really bad time of the year to go. Well, last month was a really bad time of the year to go hiking by yourself, because all the mountain lions are coming down, and at least if you're by yourself, you're kind of screwed. They won't usually mess with you if you're in a group of 10 or 15 people. They kind of look at you, and they look at you like you're dinner, but they know better. So
Yeah, up here when we'd go night, like we go do some snowboarding at night, and we'd be hiking up. We'd take like these tour groups, and you'd have to run a headlamp on the front, but also one on the back, because they like to hang out in the trees. If you don't got the headlamp on the back, as soon as you walk by, they like to jump down onto people. Which really, I think I only saw one up there the whole time that I've ever spent up there, but I still wasn't going to risk it.
One mountain lion is enough to see in the wild. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That is a whole lot of cat.
I've been trying to see one the whole 4 years I've been here, and I have yet to see one. I've found
really
paw prints and everything, but I cannot seem to find one. I'm just where we're at. It's just too congested. It's just I got to get further out. But
yeah, they come down here in Modesto. They start looking for food. And Modesto, Turlock series. Every year we'll have somebody's home security video. I think it was last year or the year before last year. One just decided to sleep on the guy's hood of his car. And it was like 200-pound freaking mountain lion just chilling on his
That's your car now, cat.
Yeah, it's mine. I'm going to tag it, mark it. It's mine. But yeah, we got that issue. And now our biggest issue is the rattlesnake, because it's heating up and they're coming out to play. So
Do you guys get a lot of rattlesnakes down there,
we
John?
got a ton of rattlesnakes over here. So
Oh man, I didn't know that. I thought that was more like, I don't know, like Arizona, Texas area. I guess I never really thought about it.
no, we got big. Our last hike, my grandson, he usually stays. I let him kind of, he can get in front of me a little bit, but he was like maybe 15, 20 yards from me, and all of a sudden he just came to a dead stop. And he goes, no, and he just and he's just sitting there right in the middle of the trail, and he's looking at it. He goes, is that a good snake or a bad snake? And I looked at him. I said, all snakes are bad.
The only good snake is a dead one.
And he just stood there and watched us, and we kind of threw some rocks over there, and he kind of slithered off. But yeah, they get pretty big here, and now that it's hot, they're a lot more active, more mobile. So yeah, no, it's not good. We try to tell everybody to kind of not go out hiking right now by yourself. At least go with another person, or with a group of 2 or 3. But yeah, it's crazy.
Hey, why go with the other person so what they can suck the poison out?
Suck the poison out, or
So they can
get you to the hospital, man, or get on the phone, something, call somebody that cares. I don't know. But yeah, no, it's slowly coming back. I was telling these guys, we had a big fight on our page. California people will not get a kick out of it, but there was some guy that insisted, I can't say Northern California because I live in Modesto. And this was a huge, the admin of this hiking group had to remove at least 50 people from the group. And this is like a big group. It's like 40,000 people. And he's insisting that Northern California is from the tip of Oregon to Sacramento. Everything past Sacramento down to Bakersfield is Central California. And everything past Bakersfield down is Southern California. And everybody's just like, and there's a huge...
What map is this guy using? Is this pre-Louisiana Purchase?
No, if you look, California states it that way. It goes, Northern California ends at Sacramento. So anything from the tip of the Oregon down, down from Oregon to Sac is considered Northern California. Mm-hmm. Anything after Sac is considered Central California. And then below Bakersfield is Southern California. But everybody in Central California says Northern California. It is bad. So everybody kept writing, "Oh, beautiful hike in Northern California." And this guy was just coming on people. "You don't live in fucking Northern California. You live in the Central Valley." I was like,
of all the things that we could argue about in the world, somebody's got to parse out.
Yeah.
That's why
latitude and longitude.
Yeah.
California stuff right there.
Well, it throws you off because if you look at the map, they consider the Bay Area Northern California. So the way it's set up, San Francisco is considered Northern California the way the map says it. So it's trippy. I was like, who cares, man? Just go hiking. Peace and love. Remember, guys? Peace and love. That's why you're in part of a hiking group. Go eat your oats. Go on your hike.
You all eat your own out there in California, don't you?
Yeah, it's insane. I think just everybody's gotten stuck at home, and it's just like everyone's become keyboard warriors. So everyone's just looking for like something to argue about. Right now, I can bet you right now I belong to one of the largest Italian groups on Facebook. I bet you if I go on there right now and say it's sauce, not gravy, I will start the biggest fight you ever seen in your entire life. and it comes up.
Italians call it gravy.
Some people call it gravy.
Yeah, they do.
Sauce.
I love me some gravy, and I've never heard spaghetti sauce called gravy.
No.
I had biscuits and gravy for breakfast.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I always end the argument because I always say pasta con lo sugo. That's pasta with sauce. That's in Italian. I don't say pasta with freaking
gravy.
Sauce gravy.
Yeah, pasta with gravy. It just sounds like you're just taking some like macaroni and dumping some brown gravy on top.
Gravy goes.
No.
I love gravy, but that might be too far.
Yeah.
You should see the fights. You should see the fights they have for that one, man.
That's funny. Actually, for Christmas, my mother just got me my own personal gravy boat.
Nice.
That's one of my gifts because I love gravy.
Yeah, you love gravy. Yeah, gravy goes on turkey and potatoes, not on pasta. Yeah.
And on biscuits. Don't forget biscuits and gravy, Job.
I don't eat biscuits and gravies.
What the hell?
What's wrong with you? You're so non-American.
Dude, that's nasty.
That's it.
What about shit on a shingle? Do you eat that?
No.
Your ambassadorship to Italy under my presidency is over. I'm done.
Breakfast would for me would be like scrambled or an omelet, scrambled eggs with some asparagus, some onions, maybe some mushrooms together.
That is a really European breakfast for sure.
That's breakfast. I have a bowl of cereal every now and then. Cheerio.
Gotta watch my cholesterol.
Dude, biscuits that's so much starch, dude. I mean, it's starch on top of starch.
Birthday boy.
Gravy is not starch.
Mindy, can you tell us more about your current lines?
Yeah, tell us a little bit about the new
lines. About current lines. Well, currently we're doing mucho. We also have mucho and salts. The mucho has really fast become our number one seller. Mucho berry, like my absolute favorite e-liquid of all time, and I can't seem to find my camera. There it is. There we are. Okay. That's the only thing I vaped for about 3 years now. Going on 3 years is the only thing I've vaped. So yeah, I got stuck on this stuff hard. But and then we have the Sour House. We had Sour House iced in Vietnam for a long time, and we introduced that a few years back here in the States, and it's doing amazing as ice flavors have really people understand now, I think, better than they did 2 years ago, that ice doesn't mean menthol. So they understand it's colada and it's different, whereas they didn't before. So our Sour House Ice it's exploded here recently. So, and then we have our Fresca sub-ohm salt line too, which is it's sub-ohm salts that are 0, 3, and 6 for people that like the salts but don't want to actually do high salt nicotine amounts.
Do the 25, 35, and 50s. Yeah.
What are your sub-ohm salts? What's your PGVG on those?
It's top secret.
Oh goodness, to be honest with you, I'm not sure.
Like, is it made to like run in a salt device, or is it more like just a crank on?
It can run either. It's more sub-ohming. I think it's 70-30, but don't quote me on that. All of our other stuff is so don't quote me on that.
That's you right there, right?
Yeah, that is a nice.
Right, I don't have my pen to quote you, Mindy.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mucho.
Even has the neighborhood logo on the side of the box.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yes,
see
it
that.
does.
Yeah, I do see that.
Now, do you have high nicotine freebase as well for pod systems, or just the regular 3, 6, and 9, or 0, 3, and 6? Sorry.
We have 0, 3, and 6 for the Fresca. We do have salts in the Mucho line, and the 35s and 50s, a higher nicotine amounts.
I agree with Larry. Maybe Zamplebox should include them. Y'all two need to work something out. Just saying.
Definitely.
I was talking to her earlier. Gotta do it.
Round 2 with Neighborhood. That would be awesome.
I had to hit you with that sound.
That's no surprise, John.
Yeah, I got my sound effects back. I'm gonna use it.
Might as well.
I'm looking at all the yeah, Mucho Berry, Mucho Abo, Mucho Strawberry, Pina Colada. Hey.
Now, are they the fruit ones? Are they candied fruit or more authentic fruit flavor?
More authentic fruit.
Nice.
Yeah. It's not got the candy to it. Like the Sour House has got the sour candy to it. Mucho doesn't have that. It's more your straight flavors.
Okay.
And John just ordered a bottle of guava from you. I'm hooked on guava. I have to try everybody's guava. So.
The guava's good. You're gonna love that. I could have just sent you some had you asked, but awesome.
No, I'll try it. I gotta try it first.
Well, now I'm gonna have to order some after the show's over.
Right now. Don't wait until the show is over.
If I don't wait, it'll end up my camera will go fuzzy like Tim, and I'll have internet issues like
I don't
Anthony.
know what's going on.
Good. I can wait.
You have a powerful PC now.
Yes, my PC is great. My internet, however, is a potato.
You're among the gamer elite now.
I still live in northern Wisconsin, man. My internet is powered by a deer.
A cow.
That chases cheese. Yes, sorry, a cow that chases cheese.
They got a piece of cheese in front of the cow on a treadmill.
Why do you think my name has 2 cheese wedges?
That's the Wisconsin power plant. It's just a bunch of cows on treadmills chasing a piece of cheese.
Wow, I can feel the love, guys.
Well, I was almost thinking he was just going to have his
wow.
cord plugged into a piece of cheese.
I just noticed this. I haven't ordered from Flawless in a long time. My information's still there.
Hey, if you just want to kick on any DNA device on there for me, John, feel free.
Yeah,
hey,
same.
No problem. Which one do you want?
Mindy, we have a question in chat. Do you have any blueberry cheesecake?
Oh.
No, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. That would be amazing, though.
It would be.
I've been
on a huge blueberry kick.
I did get a new toy today.
It would be good.
I did get a new toy today, though. Anthony.
Later. We have a guest now.
This is an exclusive. I had to delete the picture. I had to go back. The guy said, "Hey, dude, don't post that."
Oh, snap.
It's the clear.aio. Pretty cool.
Okay, you're not supposed to show that, and what do? Yeah,
Hey, you know
broadcast
what?
that on the live
They can-
video.
They can fire me. They can fire me for all they want. It's a friggin' vape device, dude. There's no top secret shit. It's vape. It's
Hey, that was limited colors, man.
It's not a friggin' a new Rolex watch that just came out that nobody can see yet. It's vape gear, dude. It's vape gear.
Easy, Larry.
Is Flawless okay to order from?
yeah.
Yeah. Past times I've ordered from them.
Okay,
Great.
Yeah. No, I haven't ordered from Fall. I have to go all the way back to the mech mod, the tube one.
Wow.
Far back
You're
I have
old.
to go. The last time I ordered from them was that interchangeable mech mod. Before it took off, before it became $150 device and $45 for the sleeve, and then $75 for the button, and then
Was it the Limitless?
yeah, the limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could get the whole setup before they took off, and it was probably about $125. But then they started piecing it all apart. So you buy the tube for like $100 and something. Then you had to buy the sleeve for another 45. It depends, 45 to $75 for a sleeve.
Hey, but that was a great marketing
It's good,
place. I
though.
mean, people loved having those different sleeve options. I mean, anytime that you can, swap it out and they're like, oh, look, it's like I got a brand new mod, but it's still my same favorite mod. I mean, that's always awesome. But
All right.
$75 for the sleeve was kind of high.
Yeah, you got the
Yeah.
carbon fiber sleeve. That was like $75. Anywhere their sleeves ran from 25 to like 70 something bucks. The sleeve on their stuff. But anybody got any more questions for me?
I gave you all the questions. I sent you all the questions in two different
Don't
places.
talk with your mouth full of vape.
Oh no, I got them. Yeah, I got all the questions, but I think we kind of went through them. Are you involved in advocacy? How does your family feel about your vape? We know.
No, hold on. No, there's.
What do you like about Zamplebox?
Well, I have a different set.
Oh, you have a different set?
Yeah, look in the private chat.
Okay.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Tom.
Mindy, what is your go-to setup?
Oh yeah, go-to setup.
Right now, because I've had a couple tanks that have leaked on me. Pretty much, I go with whatever I can't break. Because I break mods.
That's a good rule of thumb.
It's that's what it comes down to. Is I break them. The tanks leak. Right now, I have like the Cerebus tank because it came with my the indestructible little Aegis mod.
Yep.
So I managed not to break this, and I've got the Famo Vape box that I'm using right now, which I have dropped about 1 million times, and it still looks excellent. So I love this. It's done really, really well
It survived.
It survived me. So and so has the tank. So I break them like all day long. You can hear like my mod fall over on my desk because I knock it over about 15 times. I always forget where it's sitting. Glass breaks, and then I'm all mad. I have to go to the vape shop across the road to get some more glass because I messed it up again. And it's an ongoing process. I am not gentle on any of my devices. I've got like a whole cabinet back here full of stuff that I've destroyed, and I just keep them to remember never to buy that again because it can't withstand.
Right, because it broke. You're like, damn it, it broke.
Yeah.
Well, into the
And
cabinet
I'm
you
like,
go.
so it goes up, and it's same with I've got like 3 Falcon tanks, and I love the Falcon tanks. That's what I got to actually match this mod originally.
Yeah.
But every time I fly with them, they leak. Like
Really?
the flavor is amazing, but it just as soon as I fly with them, they just leak nonstop after that. So I kind of gave up on them. So
Well, that's good to know. I won't fly with my Falcon tank.
yeah.
Mine doesn't leak, man. It's good.
Yeah. Have you flown with it? That it just seems to be the reoccurring theme. Like it's fine, it's wonderful. I fly with it. It's shit after that. So I don't know what the deal
Yeah, no, I
is.
mean, I've flown. I don't know.
You're supposed
It's
to
like
do
10
something.
times now.
Aren't you supposed to you got to keep the airflow closed and then half a tank, right? When you get on the plane.
I do also. I try to run like no juice in my tank just because I
Right.
don't trust it.
Right.
It's never leaked, but I still don't trust it.
Yeah, I remember somebody talking about there's a little
will
system.
definitely leak.
Yeah, I remember somebody talking about a little system about what to do when you fly with tanks.
Yeah, it's either half a tank and airflow closed or empty. What would be?
I can definitely put don't vape in the plane bathroom on your list of things to not do.
No, don't do that.
Because it will set off the alarm. It will set off the alarm, and the pilot will have the stewardesses grab you out of the bathroom. It's not fun.
And then you go on list.
A valuable lesson.
And then you're banned.
Huh? Did you get busted, Mindy?
Yeah. I was on a 5-hour flight. This has been years back. I was on a 5-hour cross country flight back to Ohio, and I couldn't make it anymore. I was nervous. I didn't want to fly. This was before I'd had like a million flights under my belt. So I was nervous, and I was like, I can go in the bathroom, hit it a couple times, it'll be fine. Next thing I know, the alarms are dinging. The stewardesses are banging on the door for me to. I open the door. This big plume of smoke or vape just comes out of the door, and I'm like, I guess my mod must have went off accidentally, like playing dumb. It was horrible. I thought I was gonna get arrested. I thought I was gonna get arrested when I landed in Kentucky. But thank God that didn't happen. I kept my head down the next 45 minutes of the flight and just was gone as soon as they opened the door. I was like,
I'm sure you were put on a list.
I wasn't smoking, but definitely I would never recommend trying to hit your mod.
Yeah, you got put on the list. I'm sure every time you check in and it says right there, smoked in the bathroom.
Caught vaping in bathroom one time. Watcher.
Keep an eye on her. Record. Keep an eye on her, man.
Now, do you have any unicorn setups? Like just a dream setup?
Not really. I'm a pretty basic vapor. I vape to keep from smoking, and that is what it is. So I know I admire everybody's fancy stuff that they have going on, but I would break something like is what would happen. All the beautiful expensive setups and mods and everything just would not be a good fit for me.
That extends my questions. I got nothing.
Well, we could even ask her. Well, I mean, we know the answer to this one is going to be your own line, but your favorite juice of all time. Is it one of your lines, or is it one that maybe that helped you quit smoking in the beginning?
Probably the one that helped me quit. I mean, I love Mucho Berry, but the line that actually helped me quit was Evo Blackwoods Blueberry. Yeah, from back in the day. I don't even know if they're still around anymore. This is such a long time ago, but that blueberry was just straight like blueberry. It was amazing. It was my absolute favorite thing. So I don't think they're even a company anymore, but definitely my favorite of all time.
Yeah.
I can tell you for sure which is my not favorite would be this little thing right here. When I started vaping, this was about the only thing you were able to get. It's like nice 24 milligram. I'm going the wrong way here. Marlboro Light flavor from the flea market.
Is that the what was that Chinese company, Da Nang or something?
It was.
That? Yeah,
that's what it was. This thing is 8 years old. I saved it to remember never to buy that ever again. And it's one of those things I saved. And now I just hold on to it. Like I'm waiting someday I'm going to make a bet with somebody. They're going to have to vape that. It's very highly steeped at this point. Yeah, very highly steeped.
You can ask him, does this taste like Marlboro Lights?
None of those tobaccos ever tasted like a cigarette.
That's what I used to smoke was Marlboro Light, and now no.
Yeah, I don't think any e-juice company should ever say it tastes like Marlboro or it tastes like Camels. There's nothing that comes close to those flavors to a cigarette. None that I tasted. I mean, Black Note, not really. I mean, nothing is going to taste like a cigarette.
Yeah, well, see, I was a menthol smoker, so I didn't like the taste of a regular cigarette, and I was damn sure not going to like the flavor of a standard tobacco e-liquid.
Yeah.
I did try a few because there weren't really any in that time and day when I first started. I don't even recall there being any standardized menthol e-liquids that were like, like a Newport or a Cool or a,
Yeah.
a Benson and Hedges or whatever, with the other multiple menageries. So I just tried them just to see how close they were. I think out of curiosity, and they were just all miserable.
Yeah, in the beginning, I think none of them that I tried were just all so menthol. They just went way too much on the menthol, man. It just like, you didn't taste anything else at all. It was just straight.
Yeah.
And now, like Mindy was saying, a lot of people get that mistaken with menthol and mints.
Hang on, Jeff.
Oh, who's that?
That's Jeff.
Oh, Jeff.
Yeah.
I love menthols and I love mints. So to me, that one line that you guys just got in the box. What the hell? That stuff is banging. I'm sorry. I ordered 240 mils of that mints.
Oh, the mints? Yeah.
Spearmints.
I was wondering if those were going to start.
Wintergreen.
Pick those up and they're tasty.
That wintergreen. I mean, I vape that and don't say nothing, but it brought me back to my childhood as a kid chewing that gum, man. It's just like
what line is that?
Mint, and it's the wintergreen, but it tastes just
Mint
like
is the brand.
Yeah, MINTS.
I gotta say it, John. I didn't know they had gum back when dinosaurs roamed the earth.
They had gum and the cave walls. We used to take the gum out and stick it on the cave walls and save it for later. But that tastes just like spearmint gum. I mean, it was so spot on, and I'm like a maybe on a good day 15 mils of juice. Not even. Sometimes most of the time it's like 10 mils. I vaped this whole bottle in one day. The 30 mil bottle. It was that good. I was just like, holy crap. And I didn't touch anything else. I was just like, I filled my tank up. I filled up my RDA with it, and I vaped that the whole thing.
Do they have something else in it? They claim it to be a dessert also.
It's wintergreen. How can
I know it says wintergreen, but
I think Zamplebox just marked it wrong.
Dessert.
I think Zamplebox marked it wrong.
Anthony, I think there's supposed to be like a little like cream or something in it.
Might be
cream on there.
Might be. I don't know.
And then they got Choco Mint.
That don't even sound good.
Drop out of it.
Chocolate mint, like from the Mexican restaurants, and you get that after dinner chocolate mint.
I'm thinking that's probably the angle they're going towards an after dinner mint.
That are like Andes, the chocolate mints.
See those I like.
I don't taste the cream. I don't taste cream. I taste spearmint gum.
So they have a spearmint and a wintergreen.
Yeah,
I'm a fat dude. You got to put it in the food references here.
The wintergreen. Tommy boy. Keep it up. I'll make God make it snow there.
I would drive to California just to shoot you.
You come to California. You come to California. You won't leave.
Yes, the hell I will.
I'll just tell you that. You won't leave.
Yes, the hell I will.
It'll take you 10 hours just to get outside the state.
Yeah, I'd say you'd buy some property, but that's good luck with that one.
No.
Let's see here. Do you ever plan on quit vaping?
Oh, maybe so.
Maybe so.
I really, really love it. So I'm down to 3 milligram. I have like considered maybe like trying to get down to 0 this year. So that might be something I try to do. But I'm constantly vaping, and it's definitely not something I want to give up completely. But I do. I enjoy the flavors, and it's just something I enjoy doing. So. But I am looking to try to get down to 0 this year.
Yeah, who's gotten down? I've gotten down to 0. I did 0 for about a month, and I was okay. I was okay. I was still. I felt like I kind of went back to the smoking days where I was on edge when I woke up, like I used to be before I had the cigarette. That's what I felt like. I felt like I was going all back into that transition thing again, and then as soon as I got in the car. I was just like, I knew, and I started driving, and people were cutting me off, or they were going too slow. All of a sudden, I can just feel that, like,
Didn't you mean it? Yeah.
yeah.
That's what happened when I went down to 0 before, and then I made it a while, but I definitely did not enjoy it.
Yeah, it's
Definitely.
amazing how just the 3 mils can level you off, you know, when you're on that edge. It's just like, I said to myself, why would I go back down to 0? 3, I'm not hurting myself in any way. 3 just keeps me from just, Tim, you've never gone down to 0?
Especially with California traffic, you really need it. Really need it here.
I have been put into some positions where some of the juice I've ordered in the recent months, kind of like stocking up for the zombie apocalypse. I've had to get some 3s because that's all the places have, and even then I can tell a difference. It's not that there's no difference in my. It's just like I'm lacking something. Like, I'm used to 6 that when I go to 3, I'm like vaping that 3 twice as much as when I'm vaping 6. So I tend to burn through the bottle a little bit faster. So if I can only get 3, because I hate to have to order like certain juices in 10 different places if I want to get certain ones. So sometimes I'll just throw in the towel and just get 3s. Like E-Juice Connect might have half of what I want in 6 and half of what I want in 3. It all depends on where the stock is.
I thought you were a 3 milligram user, Tim.
No, not on the regular.
Wow.
My sub is a 6 milligram sub, and then when I can, I'll just always go for 6. And then I don't count the Nick salts in that because that's
right
25 to 30. But yeah, 6 normally. I can do a 3, but if I was to, I can tell that there's going to be a transitional phase to get used to 3 and 3 only.
Yep. Yeah, I went through that late last year, early this year. I dropped from 6 down to 3, and it took me a little bit. But now, if I were to try a 6, it would probably kill my throat. Because I'm just not counting the 18 milligram freebase.
Yeah. I do the Nick salts on my hike. For some reason, when I do the Nick salts on my hikes, I got more energy.
Well, if I remember it, nicotine's a stimulant.
It is. I feel like I'm hiking better.
I definitely like to roll out of bed and start my day with my Nick salts over
25.
That nice little quick boost of, whoa, yeah, I can go make coffee now.
Yeah. Exactly.
Never done that.
That's what I do too.
Mindy, what do you like to do when you're not dealing with vaping and vaping regulations?
Yeah. What are your hobbies?
That's a good question.
You were allowed to have hobbies and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
About 10%
like real
of your
short
day.
amounts of time.
Yeah, 10% of your day should be hobbies.
Yeah, I am. Well, I garden. We rescue injured turtles. Me and my kids do.
Nice.
So we have turtles. Yeah, one of them, my biggest one. She's missing like all of her legs, her like little feet and stuff. She's been with us for about 2 years. So we have a pond out back that they all happily live in, but we end up with them one way or the other, whether it's somebody who got a turtle and just didn't take care of it and stunted its growth or something like that, or the girls will find them like injured next to the pond, so we end up with them like that. So we end up with turtles. We have a lot of turtles.
So we should expect a Netflix series, The Turtle Queen.
Dude, seriously, next year I'm looking at a bigger house with property, and things might get a little crazy because
Come on down to Mindy's
right behind me.
I could see Mindy walking
Right behind me is
with a
my
holster.
tortoise.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a tortoise back here too. This is my tortoise Gigi. That's back here. So I need a bigger place to have a pen for her babies. Huh?
Whatever kids
What
get.
kind of turtles, or is it like you're taking any turtle rescue?
I love turtles, so the water ones are all red-eared sliders, but yeah, she is I can't even think of the name. Sulcutta tortoise is what she is. So she's the only actual like pet, because I always wanted a tortoise. So she's the only actual pet, and all the rest of them are just rescues up with. So
see you walking around the land with your holstered pistol.
Yes.
She got,
being
and she's
followed by like a herd of tortoises and shit. Yeah, that'll be me.
Turtle army.
That'll be me. Yeah, as soon as I have enough property, if can find something big enough out here to have a little bit of land out here, which is not easy to do in
That's
California, then that's probably what's going to end up happening. It's going to get crazy.
And there'll be free-range tortoises.
Yeah.
Now, I have a question about your turtles.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to be my guard tortoises. They're going to guard my property.
Are any of them named after are any of them named after the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Ooh.
Oh no!
Oh, come on!
Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. Yeah.
You're missing a big opportunity.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, you got the marketing right there already.
I know. The girls end up naming them, and they end up being like funky names. Like the big one is Charlie. There's one that's got shell damage, and his name is Chip. And then we have another one who his name is Bart. And then we have a new baby. Well, it's not really a baby. It's like a 2-year-old with really stunning growth that we got a while back. That's named Hermie, because when we named Charlie, we thought Charlie was a boy. Charlie ended up being a girl. So this one's its name's Hermie until we figure out what sex it is, because we're not good at this. So
you don't just turn them over?
No.
No, it doesn't work that way. I didn't figure out Charlie was a boy until I found a pond full of eggs, and I'm like, wait a minute, where did these come from?
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, it's like several eggs, right? I mean,
they lay a bunch.
Yeah, it's like a stack of eggs that they like 20 eggs. Yeah, so I'm not trying to have turtle babies, not trying to let them reproduce, but it just still ends up happening with eggs. So
it's sad, because that does happen a lot. Parents buy the kids pets and they just get abandoned and then left.
Yep.
Yeah, they do. People get them as pets, and then they don't anticipate the amount of room that they need actual sunlight, stuff like that. They just don't take care of them right. Yeah. So
rabbits were big when I was a kid. I remember that. Everybody had Easter. Everybody was getting a damn rabbit. Then by 2 weeks in, nobody knew what the hell to do with the rabbit.
Yo.
Everybody's putting in the newspaper that they have a rabbit to get rid of.
Yeah, unless you had an Italian grandma that was ready to cook it for you.
Well, hey, rabbit is good eating.
Yeah, but not when it's your pet.
Not a pet rabbit.
Rabbit is rabbit, man. I don't care.
Yeah, no.
Well, no one called Tom to rescue your rabbit.
No, it will go in the pot into a pot and get cooked.
We know where that rabbit's going.
Yeah, I feel like Tom might do that with turtles too. Maybe have turtle soup.
Yeah,
no. I'm not from the South, man. No.
Is Jeff trying to get in to do his member?
Yeah, he's having some technical difficulties.
Yeah, well, you can. He needs to have his headphones on if he's trying to do it with a cell phone, I think.
No, his phone's browser is blocking his camera and mic.
Oh, that's weird.
Damn it.
That is weird.
Yeah, you know the program better than I do.
Which one? This program?
Yes.
It shouldn't be How would it be blocking? Oh, I see. He's got to allow it in his settings. He's got to give it permission to use the camera and the microphone. You have to do that with every program. Whether it's an Apple or a Samsung phone, you still have to give mic and camera privileges to your browser for that program, and that's how it works. Let's see here.
He sent me a picture, and it's not giving him any option about that.
Yeah. Well,
typically the Apple asks you as soon as you log in. It'll say. Yeah. So when you're not getting asked, I don't know why it's doing that.
I don't know either.
Are you? There's Brian beat up to him. Welcome, Brian.
What?
Brian Powell.
I've been listening, so.
Oh, here we go.
You've been listening to the broadcast.
Well, yeah.
Will you have any questions for Mindy?
I always have questions.
We'll let you start because you were missing.
Hey, Brian.
Keep them appropriate, Brian.
What's going on? Yes. I always have
a
questions.
hat again. I love the name.
I'm playing with my names more often. Trying to make it fun. So with Mindy, two questions, right? Or one question?
Okay.
Make up your mind.
One question, 2 parts.
One question.
Okay.
Part A, part B.
Got it. All right. So during your off time,
She raises
vaping,
turtles. We just talked about this.
No, do you find yourself talking to more people about the vaping now or less, and why?
Oh yeah. I would say probably significantly more in the last 9 months, probably than ever. I have more conversations, I think, in the last 9 months with people stopping me, and and some of them seeing like on the media that vaping is harming people, and they want to question that, and it starts a conversation. But I feel like I spend a lot more time now having conversations with people about vaping than I ever did before in the last 8 years.
Yeah, because it's changed. I remember when, maybe I won't have to go that far back, but 3 or 4 years ago, I always got, oh God, that smells good. What is that? And now, now it's just like, that's gonna kill you. And then you have to go into the whole, okay, let's go in. Either you feel like you want to get into it with this. It depends on the person that's confronting you, but
and how they say it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's so many misinformed people out there. Even after the CDC,
CVS.
Too many abbreviations right now, man.
Even after they posted, yes, it wasn't due to vaping. It was black market. Still, so many people out there that were still so misinformed with what was going on, and even like it's just like, and then they're like, well, they had to get it from somewhere, and it was like the packaging was so good that it looked like they did receive it from a vendor, from an actual vendor, from a store, a convenience store, a shop. And I'm like, no, dude, they bought that shit on eBay. They packaged it themselves.
Yeah.
And they put it in there to make it look like it was, like you were getting, which is kind of crazy. I mean, we're talking street drug dealers carrying well-packaged fucking products, dude, selling them on the streets.
Hey, it's all about marketing.
I mean, it's insane. That brings me back to the days of the guys selling shit out of the back of their vans. Remember? Oh, we had too many of this, It's like, and then you buy it and you realize you didn't. It's not what's in the box.
Yeah, but I mean, is there any particular methodology behind why they went that far? The only reason I'm asking is because even not every state is legalized marijuana, right? So I mean, in a lot of the states where people were still getting it like under the table black market, I realize in some of the legal states people were buying it black market because it was cheaper. So I get that part, but I mean, what is the point? Because if you think about, if you're buying something under the table that's illegal, typically you're not going to go to the level of creating marketed packaging to make it look pretty to try and sell it. So what was that done to throw off the dogs, or was that to I don't get it. I don't understand
at
why.
least from what I found when we did the Know Your Vapes video, is that it's so unpoliced. And like, me and you growing up, like, we could never imagine having a public profile that would sell a marijuana profile, like sell marijuana products via a social media platform. Like,
right.
That's something you would never do as, someone who grew up in non-legal times. Well, now that it's kind of becoming more legalized, there's places like that I found on Twitter and Snapchat, and it's their real face, with their real name, with their real information, with these fake products that are, half marijuana or 75% or whatever. And they're selling them on there, but no one's pulling them down. One of the people that I found on Twitter, I followed him on Snapchat. This guy sent me daily updates of new products that he got in that were available. I mean, it's absolutely insane that it's that easy now. But really, I think it's just no one is policing social media for that.
They don't know how. They don't
Yeah,
know
but why? I mean, okay, so
well, you got the
non-18-year-old of it. Well, no,
you got the non-18-year-old.
Yeah, but I guess my point is that if you know you're doing something shady and buying something shady, typically you're not going to care about what the professional packaging that something comes in. Somebody could just have a Ziploc bag full of filled up, clear cardos.
Yeah, but it's not like that anymore. I mean, even, if I run down to the pot shop and say I was going to buy for, my younger sister or someone like that, these younger people, they know what the good shit looks like now. They know, like, oh, it shouldn't be coming in some random Ziploc bag. Like, they expect that person went and bought it from a real place, because a lot of the big thing that was like big on their marketing is they'll ship to anywhere. So if you're in a state that it's not legal, they're like, hey, we have this real legit product that's not, but that person over in that other state,
maybe that's, you just answered the question then just by that one statement, and that is that whether or not somebody might be able to inherently tell the difference between good stuff and bad stuff with the bubble and all that. I think what I'm getting at is that people will feel more comfortable buying something that looks well packaged and marketed correctly versus buying something that looks a little shady out of a Ziploc bag. Okay, now you've answered the question.
Would it also have to determine like what the times that have changed too? So back in the day, if like you got something really cheap, it was not the authentic thing. Nowadays, people just kind of don't care anymore.
Yeah.
So could that be a thing too, where people just want to get things for cheaper and
think about just in vape devices. I mean, we had knockoff and clones. Remember when mech mods were like $250? Yeah. You get the clone for $25 from Fast Tech, shipped to it might take 3 months, but you get it. And people will do that. They'll be like, hey, I know it's not the real thing, but I can't afford the real thing, or I'm fine with the quality of this cheaper thing. And I'd say that definitely plays a part of it.
Well, they're still expensive. I mean, if you get ones like this, they are still expensive.
Yeah, they are. Well, there's still a few companies out there that
where it's like a one-to-one phone.
Maybe too that this generation wants the flashy packaging. They want that. To them, they're buying a quality product, whether that company even exists. Because what was it called? Dab?
Dank vapes.
Dank vapes, yeah, which doesn't exist.
Not a real. But there was 3 websites. Three people had websites for a company that didn't even exist.
Yeah. They also had their own
that packaging for dank vapes has been around at least like 2 or 3 years. Something like that was the first time I ever saw the cartridge.
If you hop on Alibaba, you could get that packaging for 10 cents a box.
It was crazy.
Oh, yeah, it's super cheap. You can put whatever you want in it.
Yeah, you can put anything. Yeah, because that one picture blew me away. And the first set of pictures that came out of Wisconsin, that one group of guys. Look at Tom. Tom, I'm not picking on Wisconsin.
No,
they were just the first
retards deserve to go to jail.
They were the first ones to get busted, but that setup, all the card.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Well, and you got to think too. I mean, that's kind of like that's similar to what Costco does. Costco just had last year, they had the Yeti brand coolers. Well, now this year they got the Kirkland brand coolers. Same exact thing, half the price.
I'm not picking on Wisconsin, but Wisconsin.
Yeah, I wasn't picking on Wisconsin.
It's just that's where it all pretty much kicked off. It
started
down by Milwaukee.
I say they were the pawns in the whole problem. I think there was someone bigger in the picture that was causing all that. I believe that. I think those guys were just pawns. I mean, really, I think they were working for somebody else. They were just, that's set up. And then they had all this stuff in jars. Wasn't it in jars and
I don't remember.
big bottles and
That's pretty accurate though.
Tupperware lids on them. So it just,
John, I
he's
just
just saying
sent
that
Derek the link.
He's just saying that the people in Wisconsin are pretty gullible.
Well, I mean, most of us are, yeah.
you don't have a lot to do, and you got nothing to say. You live in North Dakota. There's 15
Yeah.
people that live there. And
You
you're
live in
one
a
of the
state.
15
Hey,
people.
this is the
You
only
live in a state
interaction.
where
You got
This
15
is-
people in North
This is the
Dakota.
only interaction I've had with people all
Yeah,
day.
Brian, you live in a state where you can watch your damn dog run away for 2 weeks. Shut up.
Yeah, and it comes back, and it's shorter than the
Because
grass that we
it
have here.
realizes, man, there's nothing out here. I'm gonna go back.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
There's not even a mountain here. Where am I going?
Yeah, I'm just saying I was at work when I was actually like a half hour away from home. I've been trying to get you guys to come up here for a long time. Especially Mindy and Tom. Dom and
I've
John.
been to your state.
Come on.
The first time I was
I
there,
won't
I
give
had to
up.
ask my buddy why there were trees around fields and where the
Yeah.
rest of the trees were.
It's called
They
a
flat
shelter
out told me
belt.
there ain't any.
Yeah,
What you seen
Well-
with shelter belts, that's our forest.
yeah, that's what it is.
I was like,
Are-
pass, because it's like
Here-
10 trees.
You ever seen like those like car races, where they go like through the cones like this?
Yeah,
That's the shelter belts.
yeah, pass,
We actually go through them with four-wheelers.
pass. And it's way too damn windy because you got nothing to block the wind.
Well, I mean,
Ridiculous.
hey, we fly a lot of kites. What's the problem with that?
You have nothing else to do.
Kites.
I'm a big kite enthusiast, okay?
Yeah, right.
I got the dragon kite.
Kites and quads. That's
Dragon
North
kite out.
Dakota.
You know damn well he's got a
It's
Hello
on the
Kitty
state-
kite.
It's on the state flag. It's just the kite.
Well, I mean, it's kind of the same shape.
What is North Dakota famous for? What is your thing there in North Dakota?
Oil.
Being
Cornhuskers.
That's a really good question.
Oh wait, that's
Cornhuskers, Nebraska.
Do you even have a thing? Maybe it should be kite flying.
Well, we're supposed to have bison here.
Where?
That's well, I mean, we got a statue.
Is it Mount Rushmore in North Dakota?
That's
No,
South
that's
Dakota.
South Dakota, man. We're not
Huh.
Wow.
like
That's South
you're like
Dakota.
putting the pedestal up here, and like we're like
Anthony, those
down
are,
here.
Anthony, those are fight words. South Dakota. That's
Yeah.
fight words.
I mean, we're not called the Dakotas. Like, there's a difference here. Come on.
If
You
were
cross
there,
that line, it's a totally different
Yeah.
place.
it's the
Yeah,
same
you can
problem
drive
with you have.
faster in South Dakota. We have a speed limit of 75. You can go like 85 down there.
Yeah.
Totally
Again,
unfair.
because there's nothing there either.
It's just
Why do we
us
have to go
here in
slower?
California. It's just like us here in California fighting over North California, South California. It's all right. We
This
all live
show's
some. We all have to
Going
live
off the
somewhere.
rails.
Well, I'm
We all
gonna
have-
let you guys go. My
All
my
right.
food was ready like 30 minutes ago, so
What do you
Okay,
have it?
no problem, because we got to let Derek in so he can do our member spotlight.
Yeah. We gotta
Oh,
talk to
cool.
Derek.
Yeah, I'm about
Derek.
to hop off myself. I've
All
got
right, hey Mindy,
things to
thank
do and
you.
some dogs to take care
You
of.
want to
Good talking with you, Mindy.
This gives you a chance. You want to throw anything out there?
You want to throw out your links or anything like that for your liquid?
I'm just going to go ahead.
There we
I
go.
was gonna go
He's
ahead
do it
and-
for me.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
was
we
gonna
love
go ahead.
all everybody that supports the neighborhood all these years. We love you guys, and thank
We
you
love
so
you.
much, everybody that buys the Sour House and the Mood Show. We love you guys. Thank you.
Yeah. Is there a website that you recommend, or I can add, or it's just
You can order directly through. Oh, yeah, there he's got it there. www.nbhdeliquid.net.
Okay, I'll
You
put
can
that
order
on
directly
the podcast. I'll put it on here for you. Well, we thank you for your time, Mindy. We
Cool.
appreciate it.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, nice
Thank
seeing
you,
you for like
thank
5
you
minutes.
so much for having me on.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
you were so late.
Right?
Bye, guys.
I'm like, I love
Yeah,
this.
have
Like,
a good day.
let's invite the guy from North Dakota. Quick, let's all leave.
I made my
It
South
It
Dakota
was a
comments.
secret
I'm out of here.
security. We've all been here for like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
We were super late.
Anthony and Mindy need to go outside
right.
and practice their kite flying so they
Yeah.
can compete with you.
Yeah, I got a fighter kite, man. I don't play no around.
Nancy's got the dragon. She's got the dragon kite. She's coming at you, coming hard.
I know I'm all about the stunts.
They have kite fights. Yeah, they can.
Yeah,
have
that's what I got. I got one, man. We have the beaches down here, and you don't want to swim, so you fly kites because it's too cold.
Yeah. Now you got a competitor, Brian. You and Anthony. Shit, there's no more sports. ESPN can just
Fighter kite. That'll be on
Kite.
ESPN 8, the Ocho.
Yeah, I mean they're showing cornhole championships on ESPN. I mean they could show kite fights. I mean, come on. All right, you guys. Thank you, Mindy. Thank you, Anthony.
See you guys.
All
Have a good
right. Bye. Good night, guys. Talk to you
Thank
later.
you. All right.
Get off. Bye.
Yeah, I thank you. Yeah, you just click.
What's up,
and,
everybody?
Hey, Derek.
Ah, snap. Here we go.
All right. What's up, Derek? Hey, member spotlight, Derek. And we're
I'm just
bringing
getting
Jeff.
off of a 13-hour shift.
Is Jeff working? Let's see if Jeff
Yeah.
is going to work
Yeah.
here.
Hey,
Jeff.
Jeff.
Working.
See if can he hear us? Can he speak?
Nope.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
There he is.
Hey, there he
I can
is.
hear y'all,
Yeah.
but I can't hear you. I
You're-
can't hear y'all through the headset.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we'll try to do our best with it. And,
Yeah.
And we'll, let me
Yeah,
see.
for some reason, headset's not.
Oh, okay. Let me get rid of this. Maybe it's because you're hooked twice.
Yeah, for some reason, it's working.
Oh, wait. No, cancel that. All right. Yeah.
I don't know. It took about get the.
Well, we got you on twice here. I don't know if your guest will need. Let me see. I hope if this kicks you off, just come back on, okay? Because you're on here twice. Maybe that might be causing it. So let me make sure. Kick from studio. All right. Yeah.
Ugh.
Is that any better?
Yeah, just kick out the faded one.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I was just wanted to make sure they kick the both out.
Yeah.
Who wants to start with questions? Tom?
Yeah, I couldn't.
If you give me just a minute, Angie might be here.
Okay, good. Yeah.
She should be. Because it's supposed to be
What do you
both of
mean
you guys.
she could be here? She lives there. What do you mean could
Did you
be?
lose your wife?
To insanity, probably.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he's a used
Being
car
married to you, I
salesman.
could see that.
He's a used car salesman. So he probably packaged her with the deal on a car.
Nah,
I
that's
thought it
new
would
car
sell them,
pricing.
yes.
Huh? If you buy this Mitsubishi right now, I'll throw in a 30-year-old wife.
She's
There you go.
28.
28.
And 2 kids.
Only
Oh.
two kids.
Only. She's frugal. She's frugal. She cooks and cleans. Derek will be sleeping on the couch tonight
I'll probably be sleeping in the crate with the dog.
with the dog. So we'll go ahead and we'll ask Jeff first. Jeff, did you smoke or vape?
Chew.
Or did you smoke or chew? I'm sorry.
Well, started off. I smoked at the age of 13. Stopped smoking December 15th, 2018, and I haven't looked back.
Nice. Derek? Would you chewed? I seen you chew before. Didn't you chew?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I used to.
Yeah.
No, I quit chewing before I quit smoking.
Oh, didn't.
Yeah, I only did that for during deployments.
Chew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then let's see, I started smoking at 18. I only smoked for like 7 years. Yeah.
7 years. I got a question for you, military wise.
So
I mean, how easy? I wasn't in the military. I don't know if anybody else in the panel was here, but how easy was it getting a pack of cigarettes in the military when you were deployed?
insanely easy.
Insane. I mean, it was just. What was that? Tim?
I was saying this never got anywhere remotely close to the
No,
military.
yeah, I was just, yeah. I mean, is it really? I mean, were they just? They were just there, right? I mean, I
No,
was
so like they weren't provided, but there was such an abundance of them that getting a cigarette was never an issue.
yeah.
Like, I went to a field problem, training up for a deployment, and on my vehicle, we had 3 people. All 3 of us smoked, and we had 134 packs of cigarettes.
Wow. John's got to go poop.
And that lasted the full 30 days. Barely.
That is insanity.
Like, we had a duffel bag of nothing but cigarettes and, like, snack cakes and shit.
Nicotine and sugar. That's what fueled our military.
That's what keeps people awake.
So you had
Good to know.
So you had like 13 cartons of smoke to last how many guys?
3 guys, 30 days.
Brian's doing the math. Don't mind him.
Yeah, this is kind of my thing.
So we also traded cigarettes for essential stuff.
Like more Little Debbie's.
Like Monsters.
Oh.
And
What, no Rippets?
Yeah, Rippets too. Most people don't know what Rippets are, so I just say Monster.
Makes sense.
What are Rippets?
Monster for poor people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So just caffeine energy drinks.
Yeah.
Imagine. So, like, the original Rippet was just full of hatred and caffeine. Like, when you drank it, it made you angry.
Really?
But it kept you awake.
Now I can see Tim trying to find Rip It, the original, before he goes into like a mosh pit.
But I don't do the moshing part. That's Jeff's job. Jeff's more of a mosher than I am.
Okay.
So, I also traded cigarettes for entertainment.
Whoa.
Not that kind of entertainment.
I'm just gonna leave that question open there.
Yeah.
So this one dude, I gave him half a pack of cigarettes.
So Tom's
to let this
laughing right
one
now.
big burly motherfucker punch him in the stomach as hard as he could.
Huh.
You must have been extremely bored.
Yep.
Yep.
That's exactly how bored I was. That I gave somebody half a pack of cigarettes to punch someone else.
That
in the stomach.
entertainment lasted you about a half hour.
Oh yeah, it was greatness.
I missed all that. Sorry, my brother was here to wish me happy birthday. Yeah, I was
Happy birthday, John.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, Jeff.
Also, when we could all sing like towards the end of this.
No.
problem. Yeah, no
Or
problem.
we could just not.
Right?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna go with not.
I like Derek's idea.
I'll trade you half a pack of cigarettes too.
Because I asked my son, but he's on a sub, so there's
no smoking on a sub.
Smoking on the sub. So but he said in boot camp there's no smoking either. So
that is correct.
Yeah, so he never really had like that cigarette thing. You know what I mean? Like, because he went from boot camp straight. That next day after he graduated boot camp, he went
Sub
straight.
school.
So he went straight to subs. Yeah, he went straight to Connecticut, and he was within a couple months he was already underwater. So he never really had to deal with the cigarette thing or being deployed. But like were you? I don't know if you answered it, but when you were overseas, was there like a store for you guys to go get cigarettes, like military store?
Yeah, like we had. So basically, our base shopette was just a Connex, so like a tractor trailer with air conditioning.
Okay.
And it was full of like just energy drinks, baby wipes, and cigarettes and dip. And then we also had we called it a Haji Mart. And it was just local nationals that could come on base and sell their shit.
Sell stuff to you.
And they would sell, you could get a carton of cigarettes for as cheap as $5 a carton.
Oh wow. Name brand?
The brand would be Pines,
Okay.
and it's basically just trash.
Trash. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a cigarette.
It's a
But
cigarette.
it's a cigarette.
All right,
You
Jeff.
can get
Okay. Yeah.
Be quiet, Derek. Let Jeff
Fine.
speak.
All right. What's my next question for Jeff? Let's see here. Your go-to setup, Jeff. What is your go-to setup right now?
Snow Wolf UX with the Colin M RTA.
Kylan. And you're liking that, huh?
And I've got I've got the Ezo Blue Crush lemonade here tonight.
And you got that. That is the RTA, isn't it? My mind. Sorry, guys. I'm tired.
That's what he
Yes.
said. He said
Yeah.
RTA.
Yeah.
the Kylan M
today.
RTA. Come on, John.
52, the 52 is kicking in, dude. The 52 is kicking in. And you got the wicking down and everything down. Hey, Tim, it's coming, Tim. It's coming, Tim. Don't worry.
What is?
The lack of memory?
But my
Should I just?
my
should I
all-time
enjoy-
favorite juice is the Blue Raz.
The blue
Yeah, I
Raz?
know. He's lauded that one for a long time.
Yep.
Yeah. And Derek, what is your go-to setup right now?
For the last 6 months, it's been the Steam Crave Titan.
That's because you haven't had to
Yeah.
put juice in it since you got it.
You filled it a
Well,
month
I'm not
ago.
running the Titan atomizer.
Oh,
Yeah, you filled it.
Right
months
now
ago.
I'm running the. It's still a Steam Crave product. It's the Glass V2.
The glass.
Have you considered getting that new tank from them?
Which
Like
one?
they have a V3 out now. It's like an aromomizer. The V3. It's a brand new one. Everyone's starting to get it now. I'll tell you what it is here in a minute.
I have the Aromomizer Plus,
Yeah, this is brand new, dude.
and I hate the Aromomizer Plus.
Okay. Well, I have both. I've got the massive one, the
Yeah.
one that we all got with a PWM, and then I have the smaller version, the 30 millimeter. But they just came out. Well, it was on pre-order. It may still very well be, but it's called the Ragnar.
Oh yeah, I've heard of the Ragnar. I haven't seen any reviews on it or anything.
Ragnar.
Well,
I'm
I think all the Steam Crave freaks are like, "Oh, it's awesome," but I didn't know if anybody here had seen it, tried it, ordered it.
I mean, I like the Glass.
That Ragnar, Ragnar.
Ragnar, yeah.
Ragnar. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks just like the Aromomizer. It's an RDTA, so it's a rebuildable dripping tank atomizer. So you can reduce it all the way down to a dripper if you want to. I think there's some airflow changes to it from what I could see. And I mean the drip tip. I don't know here. I mean, it looks nice. I haven't had a whole lot of. Is that it right there? The Ragnar.
Yeah, from 3M, from 3Vape. I don't know if it's authentic. It says authentic.
it says authentic.
All right. Well, I was going to send you the Steam Crave link. It's right. It's on one of the little flash slides on their website.
Basically,
I mean,
it looks exactly like a mini Titan.
Yeah.
Yeah. The airflow is a little different on it. It's got some additional airflow options. So if you look at the ring on it, the airflow ring, there's some slight difference. It's a slider flash. I think you can go right into the thing.
But no, the Glass
It's
V2.
only 18 mils.
Yeah,
Jesus.
the Glass V2 is a much better
There's the
tank than the Aromomizer Plus. Because no matter what you do, the Aromomizer Plus is going to leak.
Yeah. I haven't had any leaking issues with it.
Looks like way too many parts for me.
It's not that bad.
It's really not that bad. It looks like a lot, but I mean it really.
I also
doesn't.
don't use RDTAs.
I like the removable deck. I like that.
Yeah, that's my biggest pro on Steam Crave is you can remove the deck without losing all your juice.
Yeah.
And that's on pretty much all their products.
I've had very bad experiences with the avocado, and ever since then, I don't touch
didn't know what you're doing.
RDTAs.
The avocado is like the worst example of an RDTA ever.
I know.
It's
Everybody has
one of the
horror
best
stories
RTAs
of
I've
it.
ever used. It's one of the best RTAs I've ever used, and one of the only older ones that I still have, and it's sitting on my desk. And
The
I can wick
avocado?
I can wick that thing, and I can have a beautiful, satisfying vape with it, guaranteed.
I actually made that into a MTL device, and that juice in that little container lasts me for quite a long time.
I bet it does.
I turned mine into a weapons target. It didn't last very long.
All right, this next question.
I turned mine into a piece of trash and threw it in the
next
dumpster.
question, I'm kind of scared to ask Derek, but
oh, come on, it's not scary.
Yeah, well, come on. What are your other hobbies, Jeff and Derek? Other than see why?
All right, enough said.
Derek, what his hobbies are, dude? I mean, shitting at Home Depot, making
setting things on fire,
making some poor old lady clean it up. Jeff, what are your hobbies? What do you do on your off time?
I like to walk around the block, get some air. I like to download music. Music is a big thing of mine. If it wasn't for music, I don't think I can get by.
Yeah,
I have to have my music. As you can tell on my post on Zamplebox Lounge, I do post some music videos.
Yeah.
No, never noticed. You're there every week.
Yeah, you're
I didn't know you liked music,
that
Jeff.
never gets muted. You're one of the other ones that doesn't get muted. John gets muted. Everybody else gets to play a whole fucking song, but John can't play 10 seconds of a fucking song without getting muted.
John, it's a conspiracy, John.
So, John, if you change your name, I think you might actually work out pretty well.
Yeah,
Jeff Prince, and then we'll see what happens.
Plus, I think if you put, I do not own the rights to this music.
Oh, I've done it.
And put the rights to the music.
Oh, I've done it. They still block me. Derek, what are your hobbies, Derek?
Well, before Derek answers, we need to give him a half a pack of cigarettes.
Give him a half a pack of cigarettes.
Basically, my life just boils down to torturing other people for my own amusement.
Being the victim of that torture from time to time, I can agree with this.
You like hunting, and I'm sure you do some other things. Guns, bow and arrows.
Yeah.
You probably knit.
I bought a car.
You knit. You knit?
He does cross stitch and crochet.
Needlepoint.
So the used car guy is trying to advertise already. I see how it is.
No, you can. What's the dealership? Well, shit. How many people are in Kansas City right now?
He's not in Kansas City.
Huh?
He's not in Kansas City.
I can sell cars anywhere in the United States. All I gotta do is ship the damn car.
Hey, if I lived by you, I'd buy a car from you, Derek. I'd buy a car from you.
I told you, Derek, send me like 10 of them. I can test drive them, and I'll send back the one I don't want.
Or the one he doesn't want.
Yeah. Or you could just fly over there, buy it, and drive home.
Well, if he gave reviews on the cars too as he shipped them back, that would help with advertising. You can rate them as you go and try to help you sell them.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
There may or may not be some sort of contraband in there, but I mean, I don't know.
Oh, hey, so.
Oh no, I don't like where it's going.
No, so I did buy a car. I bought a car for myself.
I seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Derek.
And
what's the worst thing you have ever had to do in the military for a cigarette?
Me?
Yeah.
Nothing, because I always had enough.
Go ahead, finish the story.
But the worst things that I've made other people do for a cigarette.
God.
Keep it PG, Derek.
Oh yeah, no, it's PG.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ish.
Yeah, it's that ish that'll get you.
So, who knows what Tiger Balm is?
Tiger Bomb?
Isn't that the
like balm or bomb? Balm, like for your lips.
Yes, like
no, not for your lips.
No, the powder for your ball sack.
No, not that either.
It's not that.
No,
It's like
Tiger-
icy hot, but
Oh,
more
like
potent.
okay, I see. Yeah.
Told the guy he should put some icy hot.
On a sack for a cigarette. You got your toy.
And he did.
I'm glad I didn't
Like-
read.
I wasn't expecting him to do it, but he wanted
you
a
pay
cigarette
up?
that bad. And so he walked around like a T-Rex for a week.
Oh man, that poor guy probably can't have children right now.
He probably shouldn't if he was willing to do that for a cigarette.
Ah,
So there's that.
yeah,
Doing God's work, keeping people from procreating.
Jeff, I think you said your favorite juice, but what's your favorite juice currently now, and which one helped you?
My favorite juice profile right now is Blue Raz. Anything Blue Raz.
Blue Raz.
That's
what
been on
flavor
my profile for the last year.
Yeah. Which one? What was the one flavor that helped you completely stop smoking? Do you remember it?
The first 2 months I stopped smoking and straight vape was a company called Tribeca, and they had this lineup called Smooth Tobacco, and it had a tobacco and a caramel hint to it.
Oh, nice.
I used that for about 2 months, and then I ventured it out to the other flavors, and I've been buying premiums ever since.
Nice. Derek, you remember your first juice that helped you get over the hump, and what's your favorite?
Orange creamsicle.
Orange creamsicle, huh? That was a good flavor from what was the name of that company?
Yeah,
I don't know. It was like circa 2016. So
Yeah. They were big. That flavor, when that flavor came out, man, everybody went nuts for that damn flavor because we all
was
grew up
great.
with that ice cream. We all grew up with that ice cream. It's like, ah.
But
What do you-
right now, Yummy Vapes Mika.
Nika,
It's a passion orange guava.
orange guava.
You vape some weird shit, dude.
That sounds good.
It's fucking delicious.
Passion fruit
Take your
and
word for it.
guava.
Yeah.
It's fruit season, man. Everybody's vaping fruits right now, man. It's gonna be insane if the PTMAs and they kill all these flavors, because I hope to God there's some fruits that are gonna make it, because there's a lot of fruit flavors that might not make the
Yeah.
cut.
I've been vaping this like this flavor almost exclusively since the beginning of the year.
Yeah. And that's strictly just that one every day?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Because
What do you
it doesn't kill coils
Yeah.
and it doesn't destroy cotton.
And how long have you been vaping, Jeff, now? And Derek, and how long have you been vaping?
About 16 months.
Okay, and Derek?
4 years, 3 months.
All right. And what are you guys averaging? What are you averaging a day, Jeff? Do you keep track of it at all? Milliliters a day?
Like, I usually vape with this tank. I usually vape about 3 tanks, which are 4.5 milliliters each. So probably around 12 milliliters a day.
Very good. That's very good. That's really good. Derek, you? 65 mils when I'm at work.
No, I would say less than 3 mils a day.
That's it. You're down to that much, huh? So what are you doing that basically when you're
Nice.
at home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the only thing I take to work is a pod device so I can discreetly
Yeah.
smoke at work because
Well, you're going to talk to the manager.
smoking is not so no tobacco products are allowed to be used on the premises.
On the premises. Yeah. What are you guys averaging, Tom? What are you averaging a day? Do you know? You keep track of it?
I'm betting
I don't
Tom's right
keep
around
track.
8.
8?
Yeah, 8 to 10 sounds about right.
Yeah. Tim?
Me, I don't know. It's going to be
It's
more.
hard.
Three. Well, I mean, I pretty much have nothing but home time right now, so I probably go through about 10, maybe 10 to 15, depending on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I mean, the little cocoa is only a 2 mil pod. So
right.
if I do a couple, I might get to 3, 3 full pods on that and not finish the third one. So that I'm going to call that 5 mil. And then this, I'm dripping this, and I've been on this one bottle now for a couple days. I forget the flavor profile. It's some kind of a tart blueberry. It's called Yacht Club or something.
Yeah.
So I've been vaping on that, and I mean, the bottle's not even half done yet. So
I got that one too, Tim.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't pick any flavors last time, and I didn't pick any this time. I completely flaked and forgot about it.
Yeah.
So and the 1 month that I did pick them, like out of the last 3, the 1 month I did pick them, I didn't get like out of 11, 8 of them they couldn't ship. So I just looked at what I'm getting in the mail here in a couple days.
Yeah.
And I was actually pretty impressed with the surprise box that I got.
What are you doing a day? It's hard to. You're right. I noticed it's hard to keep track. If you're just dripping. I mean, it's hard to keep track of. But unless you're using the same bottle. But when you're switching from a pod to an RDA to a tank, it's. Brian, what are you doing a day?
400.
Well, so at one point I was probably at almost 30 mil a day.
Wow. Yeah,
That's when I could actually vape all the time and use my products and all that stuff. During the last few months, I was about that, if not a bit more.
Yeah.
But when I'm actually working and stuff, I go through maybe a pod or two a pod or a pod and a half a day, and then I'll have maybe say like a tank of say like 5 mils a day, and that's about it. So it really depends on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like I'm out and help my buddy on the farm because I usually help him harvest during the wintertime or fall time. I can go through easy 60 mils in a day because I'm there for a good almost 16 hours.
Yeah.
But I'm basically like sitting there for a long time. Tom might know some of this. Sitting there for a long time, just hanging out and just vaping constantly.
Yeah.
So I've actually made the truck cabs like you. It's like Cheech and Chong. You open it
Hot
up.
box.
Everything just comes rolling out. And he laughs when I do it, so I just keep doing it. And so that's why I keep going through so much liquid.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're costing me money, man.
Yeah. Stop fucking doing that.
Right?
Stop getting amusement from this.
Yeah.
Derek, I know you belong to CASA. And Jeff, you belong to any of the vape advocacy groups?
No.
You got to get on CASA.
I need to.
Yeah, we'll send you the link.
I need to.
We'll put it on there.
Super helpful.
Mm-hmm.
CASA. I'll put the link on there.
Hey, did anybody get the email from American Vaping Association the other day?
No, I had to have missed it.
It wasn't for users, it was for businesses.
Let me see.
I didn't.
Yeah,
Derek, you went back too far.
Derek's gone.
Hey, he'll come back.
Yeah, let me find it, Brian. I got
it was the White House.
No, not hold on. It was either AVA or it was one of the bigger bigger. Oop, I spelled vaping wrong. No wonder I didn't find anything.
Would it be the VTA?
Yeah, Vapor Technology Association from the trenches.
Yeah.
No. It wasn't that. It was. Hold on, let me find it. It might be VTA, but this doesn't look like the email that I got. It was a questionnaire that they wanted you to take a survey.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get that. I don't.
Hold on, I'm trying to find it right now.
Yeah, I don't think I get anything from them. The VTA. I get stuff from CASA, but I put the CASA link there, Jeff. If you want to sign up, it keeps you informed. It's localized, so you won't get like calls of action for like any other state but the state you live in. So, and they don't hammer you with emails.
Where'd he go? He must have done the same thing I did.
Went back too far.
Yeah, that's what happened. I hit the back button instead of the switch back button, and it took me out of here.
Uh-huh.
You,
Sure.
you're trying to get a pack of cigarettes out of it. Back button.
No, he didn't want the old that's in the panel to rub off.
I was always curious. I always wanted to ask somebody about that was in the military, but also somebody that was deployed out of the country, how easy it was for them to get cigarettes. Because I was always curious how that worked out. I'm sure alcohol as well, or no, maybe not so much alcohol when you're deployed now.
Just cigarettes, pretty much.
General order number 1.
Yeah. I'm
No
back.
alcohol.
Yeah, but there's ways to find alcohol when you're over there.
Oh, yeah, there sure is. And people got in trouble for it all the time.
Yeah. They probably made it like the prisoners in the toilets. Toilet.
No.
No, I know.
Also, somebody's running the show on playback.
Not me.
It might be me. I got cut off a while ago.
Yeah.
I can hear an echo.
Can y'all hear me?
That's
Yeah.
That's Wisconsin echo.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Yeah, I hear it now.
John's about to host a show with himself.
We can actually right now make the whole show twice as long.
Yeah.
We're already 5 minutes past our limit.
We got a limit?
Well, it's 2 hours. I want to try to keep the show no more than 2 hours. I don't want to have a huge.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
it was from the VTA, that email. It says, as we continue to confront the challenges presented by both the COVID-19 pandemic and the approaching FDA PMTA regulation deadline, we would like to hear from you. And so it's for shops. It's for people who sell.
Oh. Yeah, I don't get.
I'll put the link in private chat.
Yeah, because I need to sign up for the VTC or the V.
I probably got it, and it's probably one of my other emails, I'm sure.
I just put the link in private chat.
if you wouldn't have 20 email accounts.
Hey, listen.
I'm listening.
You have no idea how many people have to try to communicate with me living alone up here, okay?
Yeah, it's,
I need to like pretend I'm other people so it doesn't seem like it's so like unpopulated.
I wouldn't go through all that trouble.
you start talking.
I email myself on the regular every day to ask myself what my day is, what's doing.
You can just go.
I ask myself for help on homework. It's weird.
You can just go Google, say hello to me every 2 hours, and it'll do it.
Oh, so you're saying we have technology up here? Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
No, oh, I see. I got the. Okay, that takes you right to the survey.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I need to join the VTA. I don't know why I'm not part of that group.
Should have got it.
So, Derek, where is Angie? She was supposed to be a part of this.
The VTA is basically the hardware end of it, isn't it?
The kids had to have a bath. But did you hear what happened last week?
Yes. If it's what I'm thinking of.
I am super pissed.
It's what I was thinking of. Yes, I heard. Any updates on that or no?
The police are useless.
Wow.
Yeah, no, somebody broke into the van and stole Angie's purse.
Oh man.
Which
Tell 'em
also
what was
had
in it.
her purse gun.
Purse gun? A small gun, like a little Ruger LCP?
M&P 9.
Okay.
The shield.
Yeah. Well, if you need one, I mean, I could probably help you out with that.
Oh no, I've got plenty others. It's just
that his gun is floating
frustrating.
around.
Yeah.
You want that one back.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably get one just like that if you want.
Just like it. Same color, same grip.
Yeah, but can you get it with the same serial number?
Yeah.
Oh,
if you get it with the same serial number,
I mean,
if you get it with the same serial number, if he can get it with the same serial numbers, Derek's going to have questions.
A lot of them.
No, but last time I talked to the cops, they had somebody that they needed to go talk to, and that was almost a week ago, and I haven't heard anything since.
Well, in that time too, all kinds of other things have been popping off that we won't be talking about here.
Yeah, we don't want to get into that. I have just signed up for VTA. I am now a member.
I
That
think
quick,
birthday,
huh?
I think birthday boy wants a cookie.
I want 2 cookies.
At his age, he should just get Metamucil and be happy.
I need something with fiber. Gotta have my fiber.
So, John, did you hear anything about in Los Angeles that RJ Reynolds is suing LA County to change the flavor ban?
Oh, I hope so. That'd be kind of weird, but it'd be in a good, RJ is one of the bigger companies that has invested a lot into EG's lines. I know that. They've bought in a couple companies. Didn't they buy Cutwood?
I think.
Was it Cutwood was one of them? I think they have something in. There's a couple others, I think, too.
Yeah, they got a couple big lines. So
That's kind of why Cutwood kind of got in bring stuff for a while.
Yeah,
it's everyone's like, whoa, we're us, not them. We want our stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, Cutwood did really. I mean, they were all over the place for quite a while.
Oh, they were huge. That's all anybody bought.
Yeah, when I talked to them quite often, they were more than willing to help out with cloud comps and all that stuff, like at different events and all that stuff all the time, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, they had that one flavor, the unicorn puke.
Milk.
That was like their biggest seller, man. Unicorn puke.
No, it was unicorn milk.
Milk.
Yeah.
Okay, before we get too far sidetracked down this side road.
Side road?
Yes. It's gravel. It's very bumpy. I don't want to fuck up my shit up.
You mean the gravel roads with the little things on? Yes, those are annoying.
Yes.
You gonna take this horse to the Old Town Road?
Do our guests have now? Do they have any questions for the members of the panel?
Just a second. I might have Angie in here.
Okay.
Yes, I have sex 4 times a week.
With yourself does not count.
I'm married. I don't know what you're talking about, John.
Jeff, any questions for us?
Any questions for me?
No, this thing just keeps kicking me off.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. Where's Angie?
It's
coming.
It's probably my phone.
Yeah.
It kicks me off Facebook sometimes.
Yeah. Angie, how do you live with Derek?
But I had a blast.
How do you not smoke 4 packs of cigarettes?
What was that?
Juice.
Oh, that was interesting.
There you go.
Hi, Angie.
Hey.
Okay, Jeff, I'm gonna mute you because the playback is coming back through and it's screwing up the audio. Okay, so you can still.
All right, well, I'm gonna get off.
Are you gonna go?
I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Hey, thank you for your time, Jeff. We appreciate it, man.
Hey, thanks for having me on, and I'll be glad to be on anytime soon if you ever want me back.
You bet. Yeah, make sure you click on that cassette link and join, man. It's important. It's an important cause.
Yes,
all right,
sir.
Jeff, thank you for your time, man.
Y'all, no problem. Y'all have a good night.
Later.
Why
Later.
are you so close?
Later.
Nobody wants to see my eyeball or nose hairs.
Yeah, Derek, we don't need to be that close.
Will you stop it?
There, now you can look.
So, how do you not smoke 4 packs of cigarettes living with Derek?
You know what?
No,
I've
I'm
been
just
going
kidding.
through a lot more juice lately.
I'm just kidding. We're going to ask you the same questions we asked the boys there. Were you a smoker? I'm sure you weren't a chewer. So, did you smoke?
I was from the time I was about 18 when we first moved to Fort Hood. up until I found out that I was pregnant with my first, and then I had to quit, and then I was back at it until I found out about kid number 2, and from then on it was vaping.
Oh, nice. And you
Now,
remember
did you
that-
quit smoking because of the kids or because Derek started vaping?
Mine at first was because of the kids, but then he got me my first device, and that kind of got me started on it.
Here, you take this.
What's the ages of the kids?
More the kids.
Yeah. Do you remember that? You remember that first flavor that helped you get over the hump? Was the
Guys,
same as
I
Derek?
can't hear.
You remember that first flavor that got you over the hump and helped you quit?
It was, let's see, what was it? I think it was like Granny's Peach Cobbler. It was like a house juice made at our local brick and mortar. It legit tasted just like peach cobbler, and that
I was gonna say,
Peach
cobbler sounds amazing.
How different are your guys' flavor profiles? Is it pretty different flavor profiles between you and Derek? Are you guys?
Yeah, mine's more desserts. I mean, I like the fruit, but I'm a little pickier on what kind of fruit. But his is more like the apple. His is a lot more fruity than mine is.
Yeah. And that first setup that you had, you remember it?
Oh gosh, I think one of the first I had was that it was a Vaporesso, I think, little vape pen.
Oh, vape pen.
It was a long. I think that was my first one.
And our next question is, what is your hobbies? I know, right? A mom.
Mine.
With 2 kids.
Well,
staying alive.
yeah. For the most part, trying not to
Derek
hurt people sometimes.
Yeah, Derek says he likes to knit. We just found that out, that he likes to crochet and knit on his spare time.
So he can make me a lot of things. No, mine lately has been diamond art. I haven't done much painting recently.
Oh, you do canvases, stuff like that? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's like a big thing now. I see everyone having these. I've been seeing them on Facebook on my news feed, but a lot of people taking these like with groups going to these little paint parties. I guess I don't know what you want to call them. It looks pretty cool. I mean, I don't know. I don't see many guys doing it, but I see a lot of the women doing the kind of neat little paint party. Hire a professional painter to come in and paint.
Yeah. I've done a couple of those.
Oh, nice. Anybody else got questions? Why am I always asking the questions? Yeah, Tom.
You're the show leader.
Yeah,
I don't have any questions.
Yeah, plus you got seniority today. It's your birthday, so happy birthday.
It's my birthday.
I had a birthday beer for you.
Oh, good.
Well, I actually, it was a birthday beer.
It was a cider.
Yeah. I got iced tea.
Yeah, I've got birthday beers too.
There you go.
See, we're also.
So who joined the cider gang today? Was that Tom?
Tom.
I had one.
Tom, the guy that's not drinking them anymore.
Yeah. Do you ever
only had the one?
Do you ever plan on quitting vaping? And what levels are you? Are you at 3?
Mm-hmm.
At 3. You ever plan on quitting someday? When Derek grows up?
I can maybe, but that's going to be a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I can't at the moment really, but I mean I'm at a 3 right now, so
that keeps you where you need to be, nice and leveled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keeps the murder tendencies down.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It really does.
And let's see. Did I get them all, guys?
I think so.
Oh, well.
Are you involved in advocacy?
Probably not.
There's not too much like actually like physically going out around here.
Okay, join CASA. Derek knows the link. Sign up.
Yeah.
And let's see here. Oh, well, we can ask you. I don't know. Did we ask Derek how as the rest of your family accepted you vaping, or do you get any criticism for it, or are they happy with you vaping, and other than smoking, do you get any of that from family members?
Most of the people are pretty accepting of it. They're just like, it's way better than, like, I wish I could do it, but I've tried to, and I just went right back to it. I know with my mom, she's one of those that's on the whole popcorn lung train. I've kind of tried to, stay out of that one. I've tried explaining it, and I'm just kind of, it's like, well, you can only say it so many times, but.
Right.
And my dad is just like, well, I don't agree with it, but you're your own person. Do what you want, kind of a thing.
Well, sometimes what that is I've had discussions with plenty of people about that, and what it comes down to sometimes is that if you're not a point of authority, if you're not a person who works in that industry, they're not going to believe you.
Yeah.
And which I totally get that, and that's when I come back with actual findings, actual links, and something that they can actually look up that's actually physical, so they can actually see it for themselves.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that would help, but I mean, it's not more of being really pushy. It's more like, I've done as much research as I could. Here's the links that I've read it on. Can you help me translate what they say to? And maybe if that creates that more of that open conversation for them to talk about it a little bit more, versus you saying, no, they're wrong. And they're like, no, they're right. And that's kind of more of the butting of heads versus more trying to create that open conversation about it.
The problem we run into is that if it's what the mainstream media says, then that's what she's going to believe.
Yeah.
Just if it's on the news in general, but she's like that with a lot of things.
Not just vaping.
So I kind of just let it go in one ear and out the other.
Right. It's safer for sanity's sake just to be like, all right, Mom, yep, sure.
Yep, okay. Well, that's not how it really is, but believe whatever you want to believe.
Yeah, which I can totally understand that. At the same time, I mean, what I've done is to people who have said stuff like that, is I've presented them with an article of what the media has said about one thing, and shown them that even the CDC has done this a few times, is that they've said something, and then they've retracted it later on, but the media doesn't show the retraction.
No.
Okay.
Of course not.
So that's kind of like, okay, well, this is straight from their website. This is what they have said, but the media hasn't presented that out yet. And maybe that might help them understand that, it's not like trying to convince them that the media is bad. It's more like, this is what I've seen straight from them versus a third source or somebody else straight from them saying this is what they've actually said. That might be a thought. I'm not trying to say, try your hardest to convince them that. I'm just trying to think of ways to try to maybe open up the conversation a little bit.
That's a good point, though. You bring up, because I think I really hadn't noticed that, but you're right, though. It's just we get kind of blown off as just you don't know what you're talking about. You're just a vapor. You don't.
Yeah,
know
you're just some random person.
You're just you don't know the science behind it. I really never noticed that until you just said that. But yeah, I think that happens probably a lot.
I've talked to city people, lawmakers, and stuff like that before, and that's kind of what it's come down to, is that you're not a health official. You're not a person who has done all the research. You're just going by articles or opinion, or I shouldn't say news sources. A lot of it is opinion of what people write, and same thing. So I'm like, okay, well, so I come back with actual sources from CDC saying this, that, whatever. And that's kind of helped open up the conversation a bit more, because that's not what they've seen. That's not what's brought to the table to them before.
Yeah.
I have a question for Angie.
Yep.
It's not even vape related.
You're not getting more cookies.
Damn it! Shut up, Derek.
Angie, just plead the fifth, Angie.
Derek had I have a pack of cigarettes.
Derek knew what my question was. What do I got to do to get more cookies? Wait. You guys, you got to have her cookies. They're phenomenal.
Wait, how come you didn't
send Derek a carton of cigarettes,
It won't do any good. You don't smoke.
Send me a bottle of 3 Nick Yummy Vapes Mika juice. And we'll see what happens.
Somebody get a hold of me in my hand for me, please.
Well, if we got a carton of cigarettes, we could probably get a lot of cookies out of
This is what Tom will do. Tom will go to the Walmart app, order everything. Derek will go pick it up at the Walmart and just bake all the cookies he can with whatever he got.
Derek's not picking up shit at Walmart.
Well, Derek, you got to get throw in a carton of cigarettes so Derek can pick them up.
Why? Offering Derek a carton of cigarettes isn't going to do anything. He don't smoke anymore.
No, he doesn't, but he'll get other people to do stupid things for him.
Yeah,
he can get people to do stupid shit for e-juice.
I can get people to do stupid things for $20.
For $20.
That's true.
You could get people to do stupid shit for nothing, Derek.
Yeah.
Let's be real here.
I'm a car salesman.
Exactly.
All right, guys, we have anything else, or we're going to cut the show here? 2 hours and 25 minutes.
No, I
think we're good.
Else
Yeah.
for Derek.
We're about to hear a fight in there, aren't we?
I have no other questions.
Derek, any questions? Or Angie, you got any questions for us?
What should her next gun be to replace the one got stolen?
Barrett, 50 cal.
Well, I mean the M&P is pretty good, but I mean that was a 9.2 that she had. So yeah. I would probably say that if she's looking for a concealed, probably that new, it's not really new, but that 365 SAS for SIG. It's a pretty good gun.
Barrett, 50 cal.
I hate SIG.
I know, but the gun itself is actually pretty decent.
Just buy her a grenade. Buy her a grenade and just put it in her purse.
I'm just gonna get her. I think I'm just gonna get her the Smith & Wesson M&P Easy 9.
Yeah, but now you're going with the hammer, though, right?
No, it's still hammerless.
Okay. Because I thought the Easy was a hammer.
No, the Easy is only just the.
Things are happening.
It's a compound spring system.
Yeah.
So the slide pullback is only like 2 or 3 pounds.
Yeah, it's super simple to operate. Yeah, well, the slide is so easy. Yes, I agree.
Because that was the only problem is she had trouble with a compact on how stiff the spring is.
No, I'm sorry. My brain was going weird. The Springfield XD Easy, like the easy version of that one, is got the hammer on it. That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You could also go with a hammerless revolver too.
Just buy her a grenade.
Because then there is no slide.
Buy her a grenade and a can of mace. All right, guys. That's the show. Any goodbyes, Tom? What are your goodbyes?
I got nothing.
You got nothing? Tim always got something positive.
Positive. Love and support one another. Vape on, vape strong.
There you go.
Wash your damn hands.
We'll let Derek do one, and we'll let Angie do her goodbyes.
You can go first.
Derek, Angie, any positive notes? Anything you want to say? You know,
I want some of those.
Live on, prosper.
Yeah.
What do I have?
Yeah.
Any advice you like to give anybody? Stay strong, keep vaping, anything like that.
Don't kill your kids.
Just, yeah.
Or husbands.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That just
live long and prosper. Derek?
Just do whatever you think is right. Or if you want
That's
to do,
right.
just
It's America.
do what I do and then not give a shit what anybody else says.
There you go.
And Derek, any goodbyes?
Don't steal
Any
stuff.
final thoughts?
Yes.
Don't steal
Especially
stuff.
straight out of high school.
Don't
steal stuff.
Just don't.
Steal stuff. Don't steal stuff.
Theft is bad.
Don't steal stuff and buy a car from Derek at Mitsubishi Motors in
Roper Kia. And
Derek at Roper Mitsubishi. That's my Facebook page.
yes.
Yeah.
There's a
Ask
shameless
Derek.
plug.
Ask for Derek. He'll be in the back.
Got it.
He'll be in the back vaping, talking to his manager.
You didn't leave us with a dad joke, Derek?
Yeah, go ahead. Hit us with that joke on the way out.
Okay, you want a dad joke on the way out then?
Do the one that you can't do at the dealership.
What's the difference between a Lobster with breast implants and a dirty bus stop.
Ooh, I don't know.
One's a busty crustacean, the other one's a crusty bus station.
Nice.
You get the drums for that one, Derek. Hey, any final thoughts there, Mr. Brian?
For me, it's more of just I just want input from everybody people who watch and stuff and have suggestions and figure out ways that we can make things better and try and get more involvement. And like, this is for you guys. It's not just for us. So
let us know what you guys want to see. If you want to,
all of our DMs are open. I mean, hit any of us up.
You want to see some build? You want to see cleanings, deconstruction of mods, whatever. Let us know.
If you want one shot, we'll just get Tom to do it. It's fine.
Yeah. And then if you want to see something, we can get Tom to do some goofy stuff in the backyard there.
Yeah.
If you want.
Get chased by a ghost.
I could shoot something. I ain't scared.
Shoot something. All right, guys. Thanks again, Mindy and
Anthony.
Our member spotlights, Derek and Angie and Jeff. Thank you guys for coming on and sharing your stories with us.
Thanks, guys.
It. Yeah, appreciate it. Good night, and let me end the show with our song.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. It's me, Jackie. Give me that look.
Look at Derek's getting into the funk. You are in the bedroom. You are in the bedroom.
That'll be later.
Let's feel the bathtub sweat.
Angie, if Derek asks to get bathtub sweaty, run, just run.
Yep.
All right, guys, have a good night, and I'll see you guys later on, man.
And slate it.
All right. Later. I mean, end.